Hello, gearheads, and welcome to the Blind Mike Project. And if you're new here, you're now a gearhead. Welcome aboard. Go to blindmike.net for all of Mike's links to shows like Why Are You Laughing? And also click on the Patreon link and register to get shows like Quincy and stand-up comedy breakdowns. On today's show, a series of segments that will make you laugh until you cry. Too many to list. So without further ado, here's your host, the man with a sixth sense for humor, Blind Mike Geary.
Happy Mother's Day, gang.
All that celebration. And happy Mother's Day to all that celebration.
Yeah, unless your kids have tragically passed away, then we stand outside your home.
Throw tomatoes at you.
People are still saying to me, they're not even mad at you. They're like, what was he talking about?
I was asking what the law was, and everyone's like, you hate dead kids.
I owed Craig an apology this morning. A rare instance, but I own up when I'm wrong. Earlier in the week, we were recording Why Are You Laughing? And he goes to me, I just wasn't thinking about what day. He goes, hey, is it going to be long on Sunday? Because I got to go to my mom's house. I was like, I don't give a shit where you go after the show. Like, what is he talking about? And then it wasn't until this morning that it dawned on me why he said that.
I gotta give it to you, by the way. Your acting chops, unbelievable.
I surprised even myself.
It was the almost crying thing. I was like, holy shit. I don't
know how that happened. I got into character, I guess. I don't know why that it consumed me. The idea that, like, if I lost a child and Craig showed up at my house and called me a liar, it got to me.
I'm watching it and I go, oh my. I was watching live when it started and I was like, oh fuck. Holy shit. Like, I don't know how you're going to do a show.
A friend of mine who's a mother texted me last night and said that she was washing the dishes. She was weeping. Thinking, wow, he's never talked about this before. It's
Which friend has he kept from us?
Yes. Well, Craig stirred up a lot of emotions in us, which I guess is his job at the end of the day. Make us think.
That's right.
What's on the stove?
There's clam chowder since I was last here. Came out.
Craig always tells me he likes his clam very fresh. If you know what I mean.
It took everything in me not to make that obvious joke the entire episode. Like clams, huh, guys?
Craig likes his clams aged 7 years.
And then yesterday I filmed roasted tomato soup. More like a bisque, but that'll be.
That's right. It's still soup month.
Soup months, 8 months early.
Yeah, well, go to verygoodshow.org. Go to support Very Good Show. What sort of deal do you have with Casey Day here?
What do you mean?
He said during the show something like, hey, guy, he was like really promoting Very Good Show. And then he messaged me after the show and goes, hey, if you could retweet this, it would really help me out. And I thought, like, maybe
I thought you said
I was like, is he falling on hard times? Is this a GoFundMe or something? I clicked the link. It's Very Good Chow.
You didn't do that out of the goodness of your heart?
He's very invested. I would have, but it was more to help Casey Day because he seems so passionate about it.
No, he called me a few days ago and he's like, I got some ideas.
What is he got points on this thing? What's going on?
No, I think he's just a good guy. We're just not used to that.
That's the ultimate. That's the worst thing when you scold Casey Day. You forget he's a good guy. That's the worst part of it.
He really is.
It's a damn shame.
The nicest guy out there.
Casey Day, he's such a good guy. He's the kind of guy. If you said, "Hey, would you mind coming over? I'm going on vacation. Could you feed my cats?" And he not only would he do it, but then he'd come home and the house would be painted and he'd reorganized all the furniture. And you're like, I really didn't want you to do all that. And he's like, it was a lot of work. And you're like, no, I bet it was a lot of work. Thank you. Casey Day is a great man. So go support hackridestudios.com, DJ Electrofry. Support the gang here that supports this show. But most importantly, Very Good Chow.
Yes, number one, or else Hackride would be pissed.
Craig's got places to be. I've got family coming here. my family, the Skirts family. So at the end of the show, it's going to be a real tug of war. Craig's going to try to get out of here. And I'm like, let's do like 6 more hours. What do you say? I have...
Oh, the boat is in their hands now. If they're both going to be in the same place, the boat trip.
Oh, completely. I've passed off I've wiped my hands clean of this boat trip.
They know each other enough at this point that it's the middleman.
In their hands entirely.
Yeah,
I'm clean. I've taken off my life preserver. But I'll tell you my quandary. They're coming here, and the Netflix roast is tonight. They're coming here in the evening, like 4 or something.
Oh, sorry, when you have to work, basically.
How do I get everyone out of my house?
What time is it at?
8.
4 hours. It's a work night. Is everyone work?
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully. But here's the problem. Some of them live close enough that they might be like, I like a good roast. Let's all watch.
All right, you have to do everything in your power not to bring it up.
Good. That's a good strategy. They might not know it's happening.
Oh yeah,
I gotta go to bed at 8.
Do you have is there there's a TV in your studio, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the plan is you and I are recording something.
Oh yes, yeah. BTH is tonight.
Yes.
What's BTH? Don't worry about it.
I'm definitely not H.
Yeah, so that'll be we'll see how that goes, and I'm sure I'll report back tomorrow night with Tukey. Just me and Tukey, just the boys hanging without that, without all the rules that Cardiff brings.
2 weeks in a row without him?
Your hair down.
2 weeks in a row without him?
I think 3 weeks in a row. He's in Italy.
He should have taken me. I could have translated for him.
That didn't get enough attention. That got overshadowed by your just abhorrent protest of...
Like I said, I was curious what the law was exactly.
Your frankly disgusting take on grieving parents.
I just wanted to know the law.
It overshadowed that you're studying Italian.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't done it since I said that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
I haven't really it's usually just it's on audio, so I just do it while I'm driving, and I haven't really had to drive too much recently.
Interesting.
Not long enough to get into a lesson,
I got you. Yeah. All right. Well, go to blindmike.net if you want to become a member if you want to watch me and the Tookster tomorrow night. A lot of big stuff planned, I'm sure. So make sure you watch that if you're a member on Patreon. Oh, have you watched The Life and Times of Tim yet? Are you hooked?
I have not watched it yet.
Damn, I failed.
No, I have it. I've made sure it was on my HBO. I did see it.
On my HBO? You've never sounded older. I made sure it was on my home box.
I did turn 37 yesterday.
On my HBO, like Craig's is different than everyone else's.
It is. Mine is different. Everyone's Siri is different, I think.
Yeah, the Life and Times of Tim we did as a subject on Why Are You Laughing this week. And it's a little different than our usual episode. It's basically me being like, you gotta watch this. Trust me, watch this show. The people that enjoy it love it, but we're few and far between. Oh no,
it's a perfect I like dry, and it's very dry.
Very Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah,
almost the same show, just animated.
Yes.
So check that out if you're a member on Patreon or YouTube. Blindmike.net is the easiest place to find those links. If you're watching live, which we're live every Sunday morning, like, comment, subscribe, helps more people find the show. Video now available on Spotify and audio wherever else you get podcasts as well. So we appreciate you guys supporting the program. Speaking of the Netflix roast, let's start with Shane Gillis getting a lot of blowback from the looks maxing community.
Yeah.
So this Clavicular is a popular looks maxer. Is looks maxing just like being in shape and taking care of yourself?
I think so.
We're looks maxers.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Just handsome guys.
Yeah. We're the best looking podcast around.
No, but is that what looks maxing is? I like tweezing your eyebrows and going the extra mile to look good.
Let me get the exact definition.
Let's do that. But the Protect Our Parks guys, Mark Norman basically called looks maxing this looks maxing guy Clavicular a dickhead, more or less, which it does he doesn't really do anything to shoo away those rumors in this clip, but he did feel the need to respond to the protect our parks guys, and I thought it was very funny. It's just funny to me when people try and like come back, like they hear their name mentioned on a podcast and they don't like what's being said about it, and they try and combat that by playing into exactly what they're accusing him of.
Looks maxing is an online male-dominated self-improvement trend focused on maximizing physical attractiveness, often to extreme levels. Originating from online incel communities.
That's the opposite of what I would have thought.
I know. It focuses, especially because he's like on a stream with like 3 ladies.
Yeah.
It focuses on altering facial features and physique, often through grooming or surgery.
Okay.
To meet high beauty standards such as achieving a defined jawline or, quote, hunter eyes, whatever that is.
It's working out and doing your makeup or possibly getting surgery, basically.
Or breaking your jaw. You know what? Honestly, I was listening to Protect Our Parks and them explaining like he breaks his jaw to get a more defined.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty cool guy, right?
It sounds like a pretty cool guy, but I was expecting a lot more jaw when I saw him.
Ooh, Craig taking shot. You want this clavicular smoke now?
Kind of. It would be good for the show, I think.
Would be great.
Hey, if he's doing all those surgeries, he's gonna need soup for recovery.
Good news, Clavicular. It's soup month. All right, let's hear this asshole.
Clavicular homo? You know what I'm saying? I think he's the opposite of a homo. I think his whole thing is looks maxing chicks. That sounds gay to me. Looks maxing.
Looks maxing girls. This is so gay, guys. Oh my god.
Oh, is Clavicular awesome?
Why? Why do you say that?
He's just going, this is so gay.
That's kind of his entire. If you like that, you're gonna love the rest of it because it's kind of his entire comeback.
That's kind of sick.
You guys are gay. Everyone but Rogan's gay here.
Look at this fucker. You know, look at this fucking retard. Yeah, bro. Clavicular is so gay.
That's a good impression.
Clavicular's gay.
Apparently, he hits his face with a hammer to put micro breaks in his face to make his jaw.
That's just trans. You're just man-to-man trans.
There you go.
You're just man-to-man trans. It's like
He just repeats everything.
He just said the N-word?
Oh, did he?
I'm almost positive.
Hear it again. Boy, this guy is Craig.
I don't say that.
Craig's a look.
Man-to-man trans.
There you go.
you're just man-to-man trans. It's like, nigga, you look like a bird. Are you kidding me?
Oh. So Craig's not a racist. He's a looks maxer.
He's not a looks maxer. He's an edgelord.
I didn't realize I'd be converting Craig into a fan of this guy.
I don't condone that word.
Like, this guy's great.
It is tough. And before that, I'm like, this guy's awesome.
It's funny. It's just very funny to respond to this. Like they talk about you on the biggest podcast in the world, and his response is like, I'm looks maxing, you're gay. Yeah, you're gay.
Yeah, no, if you didn't do that, like if he was just like, this guy's gay, look at him, I'd be like, this guy's awesome. I'd watch his stream every day.
And you just altered your looks to make yourself more of a gender.
Yes. Interesting. Gender affirming.
Yeah,
What if
gender
he did
affirming.
that?
This has to be tough for him because you can just tell he loves Shane Gillis.
It's funny how it's recorded too.
I know.
Where it's like he's looking at his heart is breaking.
Yeah,
Where like the audio's all off. It's like they sound off in the distance while his reaction is front and center.
just like his jaw.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Absolutely.
I like it.
No, don't take fake this.
All right, they think this, but you can't like.
He gets laid though.
Look at that.
Oh, I'm sure he does. He's a handsome fellow. He's very handsome.
He's
He's like, apparently he does meth.
And he talks about it because like he finds it better than Adderall for controlling his appetite.
That'll do it. Like, this is the thing. You want to be mean.
We don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
Thanks for the motivation, bro.
How does he know what they're saying?
What do you mean?
It just sounds muddied to the point I don't know what they're saying anymore.
I think they're just not Mike. I think like where he is, it's easier to hear, but it's not picking up on Mike.
How about just self-will?
I don't want you to overdose doing it downstream.
How much just self-will? It's like, bro, you're also fat. But
Ari?
Burned him.
like,
Burned
how's your
him.
Self-will.
Is he responding to Ari saying Ari's fat?
No, Shane.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
The dude's literally fat. Nice.
Got his ass.
Seems like the only smart one on there.
I hope on the roast tonight there's no one that goes that hard at Shane. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, lucky for Shane, he's got a safety blanket and Big J. That's going to be
Jay's getting thinner now. I don't know if the fat jokes are going to go to him.
To be honest, I think he's gained a little bit back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I see his crowd work always pops up on my TikTok if I'm scrolling or whatever, and it looks, it just goes down then up, and I don't know where he's at. Maybe he's low.
Okay. It's funny to me when like social media people, influencers, feel the need to respond to that stuff, which I get. Like you hear yourself talked about on Protect Our Parks or whatever. You're like, oh, I'm going to respond. And he just does it with nothing, just a handful of nothing. He's like, well, you're gay then. Well, fuck you. He just
tells him gay and then says a racial slur way worse than anything Shane ever said.
I like that at the end. He's like, Rogan's cool, but the rest of them. He's hoping to get on Rogan still. But speaking of the Netflix roast and social media, I hope they're not overhyping this too much. Like I
haven't seen much of it.
Well, Jeff Ross is talking about how like they saved comedy last time and this one's going to be better. And Kevin Hart posted something this morning where it's not even comedy; it's like motivational. And he's like, come at me as hard as you want. I've heard it before. I thought about it myself. But just remember, K Hart's going to go up last. That's right. K Hart's going up last. And you're like, Jesus Christ. This is comedy?
Does he forget how to do it?
I don't know. I hope Jay destroys. I'm watching for Big J.
Me too.
Be a huge moment for him. I hope he delivers.
He needs to get all of his friends to sit at and have like a coven of joke writing. And Zach Amico needs to help him.
What's crazy? I assume Kurt Metzger is writing for him because Metzger wrote on all the Comedy Central roasts, and he came up with Jay and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not on it too.
He's just such a great writer that they probably wanted to use him for everyone if they could.
Does Kurt get like a Tony Hinchcliffe type spot from the first one?
Does Kurt get? How do you mean?
He gets like a minute and a half from the audience.
I don't know. I would assume would be a writer because I've never seen him on one of these roasts, but I know he writes for most of them. The other thing is, I guess Mullen's writing for it, which I'm excited about.
So we can hear a lot of clavicular style jokes.
I guess Nick Mullen's writing for Shane, which is enticing. So,
well, hearing what Shane said on Protect Our Parks, I'm very much looking forward to what he has to say because he's afraid to say them.
There's a funny clip I saw this morning. Adam Ray posted from one of his stand-up shows.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, hey, do you guys care if I work on some jokes for the Kevin Hart roast? And the crowd goes nuts. And I was like, oh, shit, Adam Ray's on it. And he goes, I'm not on it. You just never know. Maybe they'll call me out of the bullpen. I thought that was pretty funny.
I was just going to say, why the fuck is he on that?
But yeah, I look forward to it tonight. I was thinking about doing like popping on tomorrow and like reviewing it or something. We can't play clips or anything. So
we absolutely can. I'll be like, yeah, that was awesome. This
takes you down. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it. We'll see. If something crazy happens, I'm sure we'll do something.
All right, let's get to some of these super chats real quick.
All right.
Fun okay, member for 22 months. On last night's Ben Avery show, Ben opined that he didn't run into Tim Netflix Fest, so was unable to greet and hug. I thought that was nice. Hashtag no Diddy.
I talked to. I'm hoping to get Ben Avery on the show. I messaged him, and he seems open to it. So we'll see. I'm hoping to get Ben on, but we will be talking about him later with Jeff Dye. So we'll get to that.
Germ42, $2. Happy Mother's Day, you bad mother fuzz.
You too, buddy.
Silent Shape, member 15 months. Oopsie doopsie. Mike made a pudding whoopsie.
The people that enjoyed this week's Why Are You Laughing get that joke.
Brando, $2. Happy Mother's Day, gents. Will there be a Mama G vid?
None of your business.
None for public consumption.
That's right.
Drew P. Balls, $5. Happy Mother's Day, boys, and to Mama Geary.
That's very sweet of you.
And lastly, we got Adam M. $4.99. Sorry, I'm watching Trucker Andy roast creepy pest Looney Tunes critic. See you next week.
Oh, that's still going on?
I don't even know what that means.
It's a long story.
Don't got time.
Go watch Trucker Andy, I guess. But thank you guys for
Great guy.
chatting. Trucker Andy? Oh, you're best friends now?
No, not best friends. He was just a nice guy.
Interesting.
He's got a real nice fine-tuned machine over there.
Yes, I like Andy. He does a good job. I enjoy all apologies.
Where do you want to go next?
I guess the big news of the week was Akaash Singh resigning in disgrace.
What a fucking pussy.
This is tough. I've been defending him. It's tough. And listen, my defense of him all along has been I don't ever want to be in the position where people are talking about my personal life in that way. I just don't like it, so I try not to do it to other people. But she seems insistent on continuing that. Like, she very much wants to be a public figure and an influencer and visible online. So there's only so much defending you can do to that. And Akaash does not look great in all this. All along, I was kind of like, maybe there's there's two sides to every story. Maybe there's something we don't know. But this is rough. Let's first hear from Andrew Schulz on the Flagrant podcast. We knew this was coming. Akaash has not been on in months now, I guess. I think since they did that episode with Jasleen. Maybe he was on a week or two after that, but he's been gone for a while. And the comment section has just entirely been, I guess Akaash is never coming back. Like, it's all they talk about every week. And so finally, Andrew felt like he had to address the elephant in the room.
In town now, we got to address the elephant in the room, no pun intended. Okay. As I'm sure you guys are aware, our boy Akaash, he really went through it earlier this year, showed amazing resilience and, selling out Radio City recently, setting records in Toronto, just crushing stand-up around the globe, and literally just like living the dreams that he would tell me about at 2 a.m. when we're eating fucking egg sandwiches at Veselka. So it's been amazing to see, but the experience has put things in perspective for him. And he's made the decision to focus all of his energy on stand-up. He is going to be stepping away from the pod. It is bittersweet. We wish that he did not want to do that. But at the same time, it's very hard not to root for your friend, literally living his dreams. And if he feels
hold on a second. Akaash has done stand-up for a long time. He's done Flagrant for a long time. It's how he built his stand-up audience. Maybe a tremendous amount of work on Akaash's part goes into that show every week that I'm not aware of, but I can't really wrap my head around a good reason why him doing the podcast takes away from his stand-up at night.
I don't know. You know what it is? The comment section's getting to him.
I think that's exactly what it is, which again, I understand. And by the way, hold on. If we take out what we're about to play in a minute, then I'm kind of all for. If he was like, "Hey, listen, I just want to take a break from this. The comment section is getting to me. Like, that's my wife. I love her. I don't want to deal with all this. I don't want her to be the center of attention. I think it's unfair to her and our marriage. Then I have no problem with it. But we're gonna get to something that infuriates me. And now I'm back on the boys' side for this one. I abandoned the boys for a minute. I'm back with you, fellas. It always takes me a while, but I get there.
You always like, no, the woman's not doing woman things. Come on.
I'm like, hold on, guys. Come on. Just give her the benefit of the doubt. They always let me This podcast, what this podcast has become, it's just you guys watching me get disappointed in people every week, where I'm like, no, Bill Burr hasn't changed a bit. And then slowly I'm always like, all right, fine, you were right.
It's like when, overnight you realize someone looks like 12 years older.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, what the fuck happened?
It's people. I assume there are some people now that just watch this show to be like, all right, how long is it going to take Mike to come around on this one?
I can sniff this shit out pretty quickly.
Let's finish this. Andrew Schulz statement first.
do that, then that's exactly what he's got to do. And we're going to rock with him. We hope you guys continue to rock with him. Go check out the show. We saw the show Radio City. It's phenomenal. You guys should absolutely go check it out. AkashSingh.com for tickets. So we just wanted to, clear the air. Akash hasn't been on the pod for a while. We thought it was time that we, talk to you guys about it.
Why couldn't he just be like, I'm taking indefinite time away. I'll be back eventually.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. It's also strange to be like, hey, he killed at Radio City, something he couldn't have done if he was in here with us for an hour. But, I don't get the part where that show takes away from his stand-up. He's laughing with his friends about the news of the week for an hour. Like, to my knowledge, Akash was not a producer on that. It's not like he's doing behind-the-scenes work, unless I'm just not aware of it. But I think it was an hour a week.
Hey,
I understand you have to pay attention to things all week. So in that way, it can be time-consuming. But he's probably doing that anyway for his stand-up.
Yeah, but it's also like, man, you can't let one thing happen. Or what's he going to do? Because he always has to buy her shit to shut her up.
Right.
He's going to run out of money. His stand-up shows are going to shrink unless he goes the...
I would think definitely. Now, I remember he put out a 20-minute special or whatever you want to call it.
Apu
kind of a rebuttal to the Apu stuff when that was a big thing, the problem with Apu on The Simpsons. He put out basically a rebuttal to that I thought was very good. Like, I haven't seen much of his stand-up since then. The only thing I've seen of his stand-up is he had, like, Bollywood dancers and fucking pyrotechnics to open. And I was like, this feels like a lot.
I feel like Schulz told you to do that.
It feels like a lot for Akash's material. But, I don't think he's untalented or unfunny. But I think you're right. He's not playing Radio City Music Hall without Andrew Schulz.
Definitely not.
And
he
the
might
other thing,
a little bit because people already bought tickets, but that will go away.
The other thing about leaving the podcast is it's almost like, oh, the podcast has caused me this stress or this anguish in my life. Andrew was very good to him. Like, Andrew was
better than anyone else would have been.
Completely supportive, didn't throw him under the bus, went along with Jaslene's antics when she was in studio. Like, I remember saying when we played the clips of the podcast they did, what a good friend Andrew is being by not burying him here for some of the stuff that's going on. But the human part of me did say, like, hey, if they're both taking a break from the public eye for a while, if they want to step back, good for them. Good for the both of them. And then I went on TikTok. And I said, uh-oh, someone wants to be the star of the family. So while Akash steps away, let's see, because I would think if I was in Akash's shoes here, I would say, hey, I'm stepping away from Flagrant. I'm taking a break so that you don't get shit on as much and I don't get shit on as much. I'm having a hard time with all the comments and what people are saying about us. I would think my partner in that situation would say, me too, but not Jasleen Singh. Let's take a look at her TikTok from earlier this week. I believe a day before Andrew Schulz announced Akash was leaving the podcast.
Life update. I feel like let's do a life update. Like, so much has gone down. My husband sold out Radio City, which was so fucking just cool and surreal. Like, who can say they've done that? Like, not that many people. And it's just crazy that, like, in a city that I feel like really broke me, like when I was working till 2 a.m. and then Ubering home and figuring out how I could expense.
Is she acting like she sold out Radio City?
Well, not to be fair, it's kind of like we sold out Radio City.
And then, like,
Give me a credit. Equal credit to her, I think.
Other jobs on the side.
I used to Uber, but now I'm doing these jokes.
I know. It's funny. Shane Gillis was at the Garden this week, and then he's hosting the Netflix roast tonight, the Boston Garden, by the way, TD Garden. And I was just thinking, man, it's really cool that Shane and his girlfriend were able to do that.
I did
How
not.
far they've come.
I also hate these videos where women do their makeup while they tell a story. It's like Just do it after or before.
She's just a regular girl, Craig. She's just like you and me, if you can believe that.
Broke me, like when I was working till 2 a.m. and then Ubering home and figuring out how I could expense it and then like trying to apply to other jobs on the side. And now I'm like, wow, not only do I have to work, and I'm not saying that as like, oh, poo-poo you if you have to work. I'm just saying for me, that's something I always dreamed of. Because
she misspoke. What she meant to say is, not only do I not have to work, because she's very into. She said, not only do I have to work, but I think it was a slip of the tongue. She's very excited. So what she has accomplished, it was together. Her husband sold out Radio City, which is a badge of honor, and like, hey, you've really done something. You built an audience. That's a huge venue, historic. It's a very cool moment for Akaash. And what she got out of that is she doesn't have to work, which is, again, a success can be fleeting. Ask people who built it on their own, by the way. You know, like Dane Cook lost all his money. He was the biggest comedian in the world, and he wasn't anyone's sidekick. Akaash has that, and again, I think he's talented, and he's good for him, and he deserves all the tickets he sells. And I'm sure people have a lovely time at the show. But there is an element of this thing he's walking away from was his career. If you know Akaash Singh, more than likely it's because of his time on Flagrant in some form or fashion. He's walking away from that, and the week it's announced, she says, it's so nice that I don't have to work ever again. we're set for life now.
You'd think with everything going on in their lives, she would make this video, go to him and say, you think this is going to blow back on me?
Should I post this? Well,
Yeah.
we haven't even gotten to where she calls the Flagrant fans racist. Spoiler alert. Buckle up for that.
Jesus.
I never felt like the corporate environment really fit with my personality. But not only do I have to work, but my husband sold out Radio fucking City, sold out 6,000 seats. Like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's such a fucking dream come true.
We did it.
Thank you so much to everyone that fucking came through. I literally, like, I love you guys so much. I feel like we bent over backwards to sell tickets to this show because also, like,
That's not a good endorsement either. We really had to work to sell these tickets.
We bent over backwards. What did she do?
She brought attention to him, I guess.
I guess, if that's what she's taking credit for. Let me hear that again. We bent over backwards. He did one podcast to promote it, and not his own. He was on that Hot 97 show or whatever. Like, he did one podcast to promote it. I don't know what she means by we broke our back to promote this.
Someone in the chat says she bent backwards and forwards.
6,000 seats. Like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's such a fucking dream come true. And thank you so much to everyone that fucking came through. I literally, like, I love you guys so much. I feel like we bent over backwards to sell tickets to this show because also, like, 2 weeks before that, his Meta account was hacked into. Thank God, we were able to get access to that. Thank you.
Barking outside?
What is that?
Hey, tickets. There's a comedy show, Radio City. Come on. Come in, folks. 2 tickets.
What does that have to do with selling tickets? A Facebook account.
It was hacked, so he couldn't promote on Facebook.
Who the fuck is on Facebook these days?
I can't imagine a lot of people going to an Akaash Singh show,
No.
but who knows?
Better off like we. No, never mind.
Everything to me.
This is when like you don't have many struggles in life, so you try to list them. It's like if you made someone like who doesn't really do anything in their day. It's like, you're a lazy bum. What did you do this morning? And they're like, lazy. I woke up. I got out of bed. I walk into the bathroom. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. Like, you just list things to make it sound like you're doing something. That's what she's doing. Where she's like, I mean, it was crazy what we had to do. His Facebook account was hacked. Man, all the other stuff we did, we bent over backwards.
Yeah, you know, we're just like you guys. We had a real hard time selling 6,000 tickets.
Well, you're not putting enough focus on the we element of that. We. She didn't do anything.
Yes, she did.
I guess there are probably people there going, I wonder if he's going to talk about his crazy wife.
Yeah, and then he's not going to.
She did do that, so that's good.
So yeah, dude, just like a really fucking awesome experience. I swear to God, it was like our second wedding. It's like all our friends and family came. Like
Wait.
everyone that was at our wedding.
How was it like that?
Him doing stand up was like our second wedding.
You know, the day that was for both of us, or arguably more so me, it was kind of exactly like that.
There was ride on elephants and sitars and stuff.
That is such a, and listen, if Akash loves her and is okay with this, good for him. I can't imagine dealing with someone like accomplishing something and then your partner. And if you take that word literally, this is so insulting that your partner goes online and is like, we did it together. This we both put a lot of work in to get to this point.
Oh, you know what? I know exactly what she's doing.
What?
She's setting up the divorce.
Oh, interesting.
We.
Craig has a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
No.
Some claim to build a very good Chow empire. I taught him to cook.
She's claiming that she had just as much to do with it. So when the assets get divided, she gets her half.
That's interesting. I
don't. When money dries up, she's gone.
I don't know if she's that devious, but that's an interesting theory.
That's my theory. What do you guys think in the chat?
Yeah, let us know.
Came to this, like, knew what a big deal it was for Akaash, and just showed up and showed out. Still, like, I feel like right after it happened, like the whole day I almost felt numb. Like I was like, just like I couldn't sleep all week. Like I was like, okay, like what do we need to get done? What's on the to-do list? But we have an amazing.
I've got an answer for you. Nothing. Stay out of the way. Don't bug him. That's all you have to do.
I am definitely getting backed in the chat.
What do we have to do? As if like Radio City is a mom and pop shop. That we've never hosted a show like this, so it's on you guys to. We don't have any chairs, so could you guys set up some chairs?
Yeah, she's like, I got to run the lights.
Helping us with everything, Amanda, Kiana, and Matt, and Danny and Kevin.
Conan buying drinks. She's got cases of soda. She's got a lug in there.
She brought 48 Diet Cokes.
You know, like supporting Akaash, being there for him, coordinating family stuff, like coordinating where the friends are going to go after party, like fun stuff, but it was like stressful, and like also making sure that we sold out, and we sold out clean. It was
now she's got to be she maybe she's trolling us.
No, I'm telling you, this is the divorce theory for sure.
But do you say we that many times?
That's
we did this, we did that. It's like it's almost as if she's trying to get a reaction, which that might be my theory. What she wants is for us to be like, you dumb bitch. It was his accomplishment.
Oh, this is insane. I don't think she's joking at all. She's not trolling at all. She truly thinks she has part of it.
Yeah. Well, my original take on her was that she was looking for a personality. She was a very empty, vapid girl that was looking for a personality, and that's why she was doing the I was popping my pussy and I had a roster of guys thing. I genuinely thought she was trying to be funny, and it just did not come across that way. I am in 100% belief that the I don't work stuff, like, I don't have to work because I'm an attractive girl and men take care of me, that clearly is not a character, which kind of starts to debunk my other theory that she was joking about anything else.
Yep. Divorce coming 2031 at latest.
Oh, that's nice, though. You give him a few years.
Well, yeah, she's going to build up the credit and more of these Wii videos. Well,
be careful, Jasleen, because in 5 years, if people forget that he was on, if Flagrant keeps thriving without him, people might forget who Akaash Singh is. So you might.
Does Akaash Singh own half of Flagrant though? He's not on the show, but he still rakes in some money.
Oh, interesting. I don't know the answer to that.
That's my guess.
Interesting. It's possible.
It's so fucking cool. This was also the first time I had seen my husband's like full set, and he had been working on it ever since.
Okay, you can't do wee, and not have ever fucking seen the set in full.
She's elbowing a stranger neck like, this guy's not bad.
Pretty good.
That's about his bitch wife. That was all right.
He starts getting mad. He's like, well, this can't be about me.
Last year, whenever he finished his last special, and it was just so beautiful because I didn't know that he was going to work in like some of the controversy and what happened to us, and I don't want to give too much away, but I was just like bawling, crying at multiple points through the show, and
that's what you want out of a comedy show.
Make a meaning out of something bad that's happened to you.
Something bad that's happened to you. Not that I did.
Not that I did to him.
Something bad that's happened just to me specifically.
Oh boy. Well, don't worry, everybody. There's a part 2.
Well, she continues, and this is where it gets really crazy. And she did this last time too. We talked about an interview Jasleen Singh did, or a podcast she did, I don't know, a month or 2 ago. And she kind of brought up something that genuinely annoyed me. And I'm not even necessarily like I kind of like Andrew Schulz. I wouldn't call myself a fan, but like I respect a lot of what he's done and what he's built. And what he did for Akaash is a true friend. Like he behaved like a real friend. So what she does here, I find so insulting. And this is where I would be furious and be like, you're deleting TikTok or we are done. This is my line where she starts insulting the podcast that he helped build and helped build his career.
You don't know what the controversy was. A lot of red pill and misogynistic men tried to cancel me because I said I popped my pussy. Big fucking deal.
To be fair to her, she may be talking about the fresh and fit guys.
But also, no one gives a shit that you said that. We give a shit that you lied to Akaash, who everyone that likes the show has grown a connection to and supports.
Well, even the outrage. And by the way, if you're mad at her, like, who gives a relax? Who gives a fuck, really? At the end of the day, it's not our business. But the conversation was, she's treating him like an asshole. She's like, he has to go work. I don't work. She said he smells. She turns away from his kids. She was like publicly insulting him and making a fool of him. And that's where people were like, well, that's pretty shitty. And she's reduced it to like, oh, a bunch of racist incels made fun of me, got mad that I have a voice. Well, that's not exactly what happened. To be fair, she may be talking about fresh and fit, but she did call in the later podcast. She called Flagrant fans racist. She's like, oh, his stand-up fans are great. The podcast fans are, there's a lot of racists. And it's like, to do that to an audience that he built and that supported him, that literally sold out Radio City Music Hall for him.
It's a podcast that's racist that has an Indian guy, a black guy, a Jew, and a white guy.
Right. Yeah, right. And they're like, oh, I'm only here for Schulz. I don't like that he has these others in there.
Like, I'm sorry I'm a little autistic with my words. What do you want from me? I've been nothing but gorgeous and hilarious to you all.
Oh, I hate you.
As I say that way. Also, to celebrate, we went to Cartier afterwards, and not only did my husband not buy himself a watch, but he bought something for me and his mom.
God, I hate you.
So beautiful and special.
Poor simp.
I hate you, and you're making me hate Akaash.
Poor Akaash.
Oh. Stand up one time.
It's also something I can't imagine celebrating. Like, this fucking idiot, he didn't buy anything for himself. He got me treats.
You know what he had? He had the satisfaction of completing his journey to Radio City that you didn't. You got to fucking watch.
It's also to be worried to do that, to achieve something like that, which is very impressive.
Yeah.
And then to think, I better buy her something. He's a beaten down man.
He's absolutely beaten. She's probably threatened to leave him at least once a week.
And that's where I get into, like, now we're just speculating on stuff we have no idea. You know?
I have some idea.
but like, you know, because people criticize Akaash for being with her. And that's where I'm like, well, we don't know that side of the story. We don't know what it is about their marriage keeping him in there. We don't know how they are at home, how they are when they're at dinner together, any of that shit.
He had sex with one human his entire life. It's her. Of course he's going to have that insane behavior.
It's tough to argue. It's tough to argue that he may just be swept up and not realize the other possibilities that are out there. But my point is, maybe there is stuff going on at home that we don't realize. We don't get to see that side of her. But she is hopefully putting out the worst side of it. If it gets worse than this at home, I can't imagine. But she is putting her worst foot forward and presenting that to an audience in hopes of like being an influencer, which is a weird approach.
She's the type that hides his keys when he's in a rush to get out the door to go to a meeting and is just sitting there watching him.
I don't know that stereotype. It again feels very personal.
Sickest motherfucking watch I've ever seen in my life. I think it was the first to be sold in North America. It's so crazy. I have a vlog of it.
How does he have that much money?
Flagrant does well. Does numbers.
That's like,
I don't know. How does Brian Redband have so much money? I have no idea.
Brian Redband has started several of the biggest podcasts on the earth.
Just
I don't know what their deal. That's an interesting. I actually didn't think of that when you said, does he own half or part of Flagrant? I don't know the answer. That's interesting.
Because I know he created it with him.
They do very well. And they like, not only do they do amazing numbers on YouTube, I think they have a Patreon as well. So I imagine they're raking in some decent money over there. But no, you're right. Like if you're living like this, where you buy her all the gifts she requires and all that, there's a potential end date on that. You know, like comedians can often be successful. You know, ask me, I don't know, TJ Miller. Like there are people that are doing really well and in movies and television shows and selling out theaters or arenas or massive venues. And then eventually that just goes away.
Well, look at Dane Cook. He was selling out arenas and now he's doing theaters or smaller.
Right.
Like that lifestyle changed a lot.
Yes. There's and by the way, like to use the Dane Cook example, his brother stole all of his money. Like there are things that can happen.
I mean, it's so obvious. It's so obvious she loves things and not him. She won't even fucking kiss him. That's weird.
It's tough. It's tough.
Because there's been a lot going on. And in some more personal news, your girl got signed to an agency. Woo!
Oh no!
I'm so excited. I'm so
no. Can you imagine the day? How long's Flagrant been on? A decade? Close to it? 8-9 years? Gotta be.
Yeah, at least.
Like this podcast that, you know, I'm not necessarily a fan of it, but like it built up into something they had the fucking president on.
I will listen to some of his interviews.
Yeah, like and there are times where I listen to it, and I think every time we've played clips of that, like I think Schulz is a good broadcaster. People say like they laugh too much or whatever, but
go watch Steve Gerben on that show. It is so fucking funny.
Yeah, like I like Schulz, and they built that podcast up into something. And on the week, not the week he announced it, didn't even give it any breathing room. On the week, Schulz comes out and says, "Hey, listen, I'm sad to say it, but Akaash is stepping away from the podcast." She takes the opportunity to go, "I'm with an agency." Whoop, whoop. She's celebrating her career that she thinks is about to take off, while his, at least from our perspective, seems to be in free fall.
Well, she better not ever say what that agency is because the Flagrant audience will want payback.
It's so interesting to watch someone at their exact peak. You know, like what the names we mentioned, like Dane Cook or TJ Miller, we didn't know like the day, like, wow, here's the Venn diagram. He sold out Radio City and then was leaving Flagrant. Like we can see the train wreck coming, and we're like, Akaash, no. Yes. And she's using that week to be like, guess who's about to take off?
Who's that comic that's American but he's huge in like India? I can't remember his fucking
Russell
name.
Peters?
Yes, he has to. He's gonna have to hope if something like that happens.
Yeah, he becomes the next Aziz or something.
Yeah.
Excited for my new team. Like they seem so fucking dope. They were like interested in me, which I love. Like I know a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, you're cool, but what about your husband?" But they were like, "No, like we fuck with Jasleen Singh," and I'm like, "Period."
What have they seen? What have they seen, Jasleen? What have they seen of you where they were like, "Oh my god, you are scary talented. you are a force to be reckoned with." What have they seen? The podcast that you did 30 episodes of that got deleted?
You abuse your husband online?
Like, this is not someone, because listen, if they had this incident, but she also had this catalog of podcasts, acting, stand-up, modeling, anything. Like if there was a bunch of something she had done where people can be like, hey, you know, despite all the bullshit with Akaash, I'd like to represent her. This is some slime ball that said, hey, I could cash in on this. I could make her into someone that people troll on TikTok and she ends up making money out of it and I get my cut. Like it's just some fucking ambulance chasing agent that sees a disaster coming and wants their piece of it. And she's like, man, they really saw something in me. What? You haven't done anything.
He's going to be doing all the Saudis, all the everythings.
What would an agent sign her for? She hasn't even done a reality show. It's literally just someone being like, I bet I can make money off of her embarrassing herself.
Maybe it's with Maybelline or some shit, and that's why we're getting this annoying video.
I know, yeah. I'm sure there's stuff in the TikTok world where she can get paid for. But I think that is finite. Like I think the shelf life of and people will say like we'll cover stuff, and sometimes people will be like, hey, you're talking about it. I'm a YouTube channel with 15,000 subscribers. No one is like, I hope Mike talks about it. Like things like this don't get big enough that it's worth embarrassing yourself on the scale that Jason Singh is.
Yes, I love you guys. So if you see some brand new content from me in the future, buy it. Buy it.
Boy, that sounds like someone who really believes in their product.
This definitely isn't a trial run.
Hey, if you see something I talk about, buy it. No matter what it is. Just buy it.
I truly despise this woman.
She's tough. She's tough to like.
Super blended, but we're going to corner store and it's dark there. I have like 5 more minutes left and I need to leave. Akash already left me. He was like, you're late. I'll meet you there because he knew I wanted to do it.
Finally a backbone.
Oh, wait. I kind of just got our answer right there.
What?
He left me. He was like, you're late. I'll meet you there because he knew I wanted to do a TikTok too.
What'd you say? He knew what I what?
He left because he knew she wanted to do this video.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's not. But also just like the disrespect there to be like, yeah, he's running late. I decided to make a video taking credit for all of his achievements. But
no, but she said the words she used were already left me, meaning he left not in a good mood. He was probably fucking pissed she was about to do this video.
Yeah, right, I guess.
And not for nothing, now I feel like my lips are like the perfect size. Because you know, like with lip filler, sometimes
just not for kissing.
Like, sometimes you can make them too big or like not enough. And now I just feel like, knock on wood, like they feel like perfect. Like not too much, not too small, still a little something, something. I love it. Thanks, Dr. Chopra. Also, do the brown girlies still fuck with me? I feel like I can't tell anymore because I feel like I pissed a lot of people off, not intentionally. And also because things get like clipped up that like it wasn't said like that. So hopefully y'all still fuck with me. Wait, you guys.
You know all those clips of me? It wasn't said like that. These weren't transcripts.
Yeah, they're clips, but I mean, we saw the whole thing.
Yeah, they were said like that. Again, you can say like, oh, I was joking. There's context taken out. But like people did listen to what you said over and over again. And like I said, I'm willing to believe like, she was just kidding. Or I was at the time. But now you're continuing to use him to make a name for yourself. That's the shitty thing about it. And just in general, I don't know why there's a genre of podcasts that are like the category is my husband's a famous podcaster.
No shit.
I don't know why it's like, well, I also podcast because my husband does. Like my girlfriend works in insurance. I don't show up at the office and go, all right, throw me some reports. Let me get my fingers in there.
We should have my wife and your girlfriend do a show called The Skirts just because.
That was exactly 10 minutes. I know my Punjabi baddies still fuck with me. Dude, if you want to date the loyalist, baddiest girl, date a Punjabi girl. Because they are elite.
You're loyal to the Amex card.
The joy, the
this shirt that I didn't wear for Radio City, but I'm wearing for dinner. It's Joe Brown pants and these product platform flip-flops.
Look at this fucking closet. Oh my God, this poor bastard.
Here's what didn't really sink into me when you were saying that. I didn't realize they were just going out to dinner and he had to drive separately.
Yeah. He's probably meeting his family.
He's sitting in a restaurant alone or with his family or something.
Which is giving him time to be like, I don't know what I'm fucking doing, Mom. Like,
I left a cash cow.
She probably made him.
Yeah, I don't know. I did see a lot of the comments where like she literally Yoko'd the podcast.
Yeah.
Like it does see, I mean, whether it was her fault or not, but that incident ended his time on the podcast. And here's the thing is like, I'm sure Akaash is very good on there. I'm sure there's plenty of people that like him. The way that podcast is set up, it does not need him.
No.
Like it's going to keep going without him. So the things are going to be fine for Flagrant. The only possibility, hopefully Akaash is still, has a very long and successful career, but there is a chance that audience just forgets about him. And I don't know that they've thought that through all the way.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen because she won't allow it.
Making sure she keeps the Singh name relevant. Yeah.
Oh, it's sexy. And into it. What do we think? Thank you so much for being here.
There was a video that started about him, by the way. Remember the Radio City stuff? And it ended with like, look at my wardrobe.
Look at my wardrobe. Look at all these fucking designer bags I got because I'm a fucking whatever.
And there's going to be, and I don't know how aware her agency is of this. There's going to be a noticeable difference between the videos where she is talking about Akaash and, insulting her husband and making a fool of him, and just her regular makeup tutorials or talking about whatever news and pop culture she's interested in. Like there's going to be a massive disparity. And then that's when it's really going to get ugly. When she notices, the videos where I kind of lightly shit on Akaash or take credit for his achievements, those get way more views than all my other videos. Maybe
Is she smart enough though, that if she's doing a promotional tweet to crush him for like 15 seconds up top?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, because if she starts to notice that, then it gets really ugly. That's when the marriage is definitely over.
It's gonna be. It is not ending well.
Yeah. Taking credit for Radio City is a tough one, but Akaash, I hope you know what you're doing, buddy. I hope everyone says like, your mind is consumed with pussy. Like, it's the only girl you've ever been with. I hope they're wrong. I'm rooting for you, buddy. I'm hoping there's something we just don't get, but it does not appear that way.
Tough scene.
Yeah.
We got a couple super chats here.
Okay.
Tuki's unpaid staff, $5. Craig wants to thank the mothers out there because if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be kids for him to take care of.
Okay. A little on the nose, but yeah, it's true.
And Colostomy Stephen Craig, $2. Ironhead's back.
It's exciting. America rejoices.
That's right.
Yes. Should we get into this Lev Fer stuff I'm interested in?
Sure.
Lev's on a heater. Lev's having a good couple weeks. His special came out. It was very good. We talked about him on Legion of Skanks last week. They mentioned him on Protect Our Parks. He's having a good run here. And he took down a heckler. This is, our new segment, because we did it last week with Lil Sass versus Dude Perfect. I guess this is a segment we do now where I just talk about crimes against comedy that I'm sick of. Let's just play the video. You're going to know what annoyed me about this right away. Let's play the first video of these vegans that attended a comedy show.
So we just got kicked out of
anything weird.
We just got kicked out of the comedy club. It was because we were laughing. It's the comedy
club. You know how comedy clubs are always doing that.
They're like, hey, settle down.
The opener, they're like, all right, everyone out. You get the hell out of. You'll sit in peace.
Underground. We were laughing at the jokes the comedian was making and got kicked out.
But the real reason we got kicked out is because a comedian made a joke, tried to make a joke, saying that vegans are losers, and we booed him.
We booed him.
It's funny to hear someone with that voice complain about it. They said the vegans are losers, and so we booed him. It's like you're really proving you're not a loser here.
Eyes were upon us.
Oh, no. Vegans are awesome. So anyway, don't come here. Don't come here.
Vegans are seriously some of the most annoying humans on earth.
So this one, by the way, I don't care what your diet is. Who gives a
I don't
shit?
either. I don't want to hear about it though.
If you make your identity that,
yeah,
that's exhausting. And it also affects. Then you don't get the litany of items on Very Good Chow's menu. That's what you're really depriving yourself.
Vegan, no, vegetarian. No, wait. Yeah, no, vegan menu coming up soon.
Oh, that's next month? That's June?
Actually, no, I lied. It's vegetarian. There's cream in it.
Okay. But yeah, this annoys me because it's what every just completely unaware person says when they get kicked out of a comedy club. So we were just kicked out for laughing too hard. Could you imagine if that was a comedy club's policy? Like, enjoy it, but not too much. All right, let's settle down out there.
Relax. We can't hear the next words.
So I was glad. I wanted to applaud Lev Fer because he responded. He did not let it go unnoticed. So this vegan lady has like 60,000 followers on Instagram. I guess she's a vegan influencer also.
Oh, fun.
Oh, it seems like a lot of fun. I can't imagine what a vegan Instagram is. I didn't really peruse other than these videos. I also apologize. You're going to see clips. It's just the way they're cut. You're going to see clips of them posting each other's videos. There's not really a way we could do it otherwise. It's just how they posted them. But so I apologize for the repeats, but this is Lev's response.
We got kicked out of the comedy club. It was
because we were laughing.
Because we were laughing.
But the real reason we got kicked out is because a comedian made a joke, tried to make a joke, saying that vegans are losers, and we booed him.
I was the comedian on stage. You got kicked out because you wouldn't shut the fuck up. When the front row is looking at your table because they're distracted by your fucking yapping, after I told you 3 times to please stop talking, even after you booed a joke about vegans being losers, and then after you got kicked out, you were outside going, well, I'm going to tell my 50,000 followers about this. Yeah, that's not fucking loser behavior to me. Go watch the joke for yourself. It's in my special, Patchwork, on YouTube. It just came out this week. Check it out. Shout out to people that actually like comedy.
Good opportunity to plug his special. So yeah, I like that Lev responded because I just hate, and it's a problem in society in general, not to make this too big a deal, but like people now that go to social media and are just like, I'm going to complain about this business. I'm just going to try and ruin a business's reputation and say, don't come here, or don't see this comedian, or don't patronize this place because I was an asshole and have no idea how I behave in public. Like, it's such a shitty thing. And I know people say it only exists online, but the people posting them online are human beings. Like, these are people that exist in the world. So I thought it was a shitty thing. I was glad Lev called it out. But then this lady saw that video and responded to it.
My friends and I were kicked out of a comedy club.
We got kicked out of the comedy club.
And the comedian responded to my video about it.
I was the comedian on stage. You got kicked out because you wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing, Lev Fer. You're lying, and you know that you're lying.
When the front row is looking at your table because they're distracted by your fucking yapping, after I told you 3 times to please stop talking, even after you booed a joke about vegans being losers.
It's not our fault that people were talking in between your sucky set, and that when you were shelling out these jokes, you couldn't take one back. You kicked out a 74-year-old
I hate
woman,
this woman.
3 women that wanted to support
Everything's a different camera angle.
Today, I used Mother's Day as an opportunity to make Craig hate women before he goes and sees his mommy.
I'm just going to be like, what's up, Dad?
Dad, how do you put up with this bitch?
Your show, and now you're lying to your audience for the likes and for the followers instead of taking accountability for your own actions. And instead, you could be kind, you could be compassionate, we could be friends. But you know what? You might respond to this. And
Can you imagine that ego? Like, I went to a comedy show. You and I should be friends now, but instead you became my enemy
because she's so famous.
like the ego to be like, we could have been friends because I was sitting in the audience yelling at your comedy show.
I paid to see you. We should be friends.
We should be friends now.
I'm in Bali, bitch.
So yeah, it seems like an exhausting lady. And it's such an annoying attitude. And I don't like it just comes with comedy getting more popular and like live comedy becoming a thing that not just comedy fans go to. And becoming, crowd work is a trend online. So people feel like they're part of the show now and all that. As a real comedy fan, I just hate someone like this interacting with it and thinking like they're the show. Like, no, I'm part of it. And even I remember, I think it was Gillis that I saw at Laugh Boston. May have been, I forget if you were there, Craig. It may have been one of the shows we went to. I can't remember. But there's a woman behind us who is just.
Yes, I was there.
Yep. Yes. Oh, yeah. No, I know that. And in her mind, she's like helping the show.
That was the Shane and McCusker show.
Okay, yeah. It's like, lady, shut the fuck up. You're not part of this. It's fine that you agree. Nod. if that's what you need to get out. You are not part of this. And like they didn't really acknowledge her. I don't know if they could hear her or were just ignoring her. But they didn't really acknowledge it. But I like that Lev here takes the opportunity to be like, oh, you have a following? I'm going to tell them you're an asshole. I'm going to let people know that you were behaving like an idiot here. So Lev sees that video that she posted where she's like, you're a liar. And he responded to that.
Here's the thing, Lev Fer. You're lying. And you know that you're lying.
I used to work at a vegan restaurant. I've never seen so many tables of one. As I noticed, it was one cheer. Fucking losers, the vegans. They're very upset by that. All right. It's very PETA behavior right now. That really upset you, me saying vegans are losers? She's like, no, we're not. This is my only friend, and we're very upset about that. We're just joking up here. It's all right.
You can be kind. You can be compassionate.
We gotta stop talking over here. It's a lot.
Instead of taking accountability for your own actions.
I like, by the way, that he leaves in him crushing.
No, he writes underneath. There was some GD Fenderson type subtitles where he said, later I do my closing joke. So I don't know if they even got kicked out.
Oh, good point. Yeah, that's the thing is it doesn't sound like they do get kicked out. They were just like scolded. And you'll see here, there's a couple more clips where he very gently goes, you guys got to stop talking. I guess they were talking while other comedians were on, and he came up and was like, please, just stop talking.
That's terrible, mister. Anyways, this table over here, you got to stop talking. And the rest of you guys, great. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye.
We could be friends, but you know what? You might respond to this, and I don't really care. I'm in Bali, bitch.
Can you imagine? Like, that's all that it was? I mean, maybe there's stuff he didn't play where he has some meltdown, but it seems like he's just like, hey, just please stop talking.
He got off stage. He clearly did not kick them out.
Of course. And obviously they were talking during other comedians' sets that he had to address it when he got up there. And they still make a video when they leave. They're like, this wasn't about us enough.
I don't know if you could see my highlighter colored hair. I like to be the center of attention.
What was her name? Jamie Logan or something like that?
Jamie Logan, yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Lev for responding to her because you wanted to make it about her. And I think the comments have done that. I think the comments did respond to her. So good, nice job by Lev. Like I said, last week and this week, I've seen crimes against comedy. People just don't know how to behave. And I like when people call it out. So shout out to Lev Fer. Go check out Patchwork.
Where would you like to go next?
We have 2 left. I think the Ben Avery Jeff Dye stuff is going to take a while.
Good.
Let's talk about Jason Ellis.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't mind Jason Ellis. He was never for me. He was like an edgelord, shock jock. like, I guess the natural progression after something like Opie and Anthony, where it's like, they'll stick a wiffle ball bat in a girl's pussy. What is Jason Ellis? Just like an insane man that tried. It was basically like Jackass on the radio for a little while.
Yeah, basically.
And I think he settled down over the years. And what I do like about Jason Ellis, again, I was never particularly a fan of his, but what I liked about him when I've heard him on podcasts is he was kind of reflecting on that over the years. And he's like, well, a lot of that came from insecurity. Like, I've heard him talk about how Jim Jeffries called him out on Opie and Anthony. And like, he's been very open about a lot of his insecurities and his problems. And the last I knew of Jason Ellis was he got fired from SiriusXM, or, his show ended, whatever happened with that. And then I remember he was very nervous. He's like, fuck, I'm going to be crippled financially. I hope people support my new podcast. And then I thought they did. I thought I remember him saying like, I couldn't believe, I guess I have a real fan base. I'm honored. Like, I remember him talking like that. And he also did a show with Tony Hawk. I don't know if that's still going on.
It can't be.
It can't be, right?
No.
So this week, a few people messaged me. I was surprised I got multiple messages this week. So I thought this just started. I was scrolling back through his YouTube. This has been going on for a while.
That's sad.
I mean, let me just, if you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll just play it and you'll have an idea pretty quickly.
I've been doing some sketches while I, not the shoots, the drawing kind. I've been doing some sketches at work. I might make them paintings and sell them on the internet as an artiste, bit of an artiste. See if I can get some sales going. Also, I think some orders for the knives are working. People are buying some knives, so that's cool. I'm talking to 3 people right now. That's cool too. We got to build and rebuild, start all over, rebuild again. 87,000 phone calls in an hour. And now 6 people.
So he's doing these live streams now where it's, as I always say, turning on the ATM, where they think like, oh, well, I need a few dollars. I'll just go to my YouTube channel and just start reading the chat.
Hey, Beggy Monster, I would like to inquire for your services.
You are an actual radio guy. Hold on here. I might have something. Finally, an actual professional.
Full disclosure, I like cock, and I'm doing this from my kitchen.
But it is so similar to other people that we see, Opie and John and all these people, where Jason, I guess, is more honest about it, where he's just sitting there like, yeah, I used to talk to a bunch of people on the radio. Now there's 6 people in here. And literally he said, he's like, yeah, I needed to make $50, so I figured I'd do a show. Wait, how are you at the point in life where you need $50? At Jason's age, he's a father.
Everything he's been through and done, like, that sucks.
It's tough. Now he talks about, which I do respect. He got a job. Unlike a lot of these guys, Jason Ellis got a job.
Mm-hmm.
He's like selling insurance or something. So he actually got a job because he needed health care for his kid. Basically, that's what he says. So like that I do respect. And then he comes back and tries to make a little extra money at night by live streaming. But he comes on and he's like, I need $50. I've got news for these YouTubers, like evidently Jason Ellis and like John and these people. If they just monetize their episodes and actually do something, like make an episode that people want to watch, that will be $50 right there. I'm not saying it's a lot of money, but like if you just have ads on your videos and you make it something worth watching, those videos can make money. You don't have to sit there and go, all right, I know I'm gay and I suck now. Thanks for the $2.
Apparently he doesn't like cock anymore.
You don't have to do it. Well, he mentions that as one of his mistakes. I think we have that clip. But yeah, he says he was bisexual, and then he said he was just, I think now he says he's just a sex addict who like didn't know what he just wanted to fuck, basically. And I think now he says he's not bisexual, he was just a horny guy. Anyways,
It's playing.
Oh God.
He's just sitting there chewing something, touching his tongue.
Just do a show about skateboarding or MMA or what. I don't know what Jason's thing is. Like whatever his interest is, do a show about that. Here's what I don't understand. What happened that he can't do his radio show and podcast for? Whatever he was doing before. Why can't he do that?
I don't know, because they have, you can take phone calls, you can do all that shit.
Even if it's not high production value, like if he doesn't have people to produce it or whatever, why can't? He's on the air. What's stopping him from talking about whatever subjects he talked about on the radio for years?
I'm not going to shave anymore. I'm just going to grow all my hair out. See what it looks like.
Oh God.
Don't let it discourage you, man. No, I mean, yeah, there was a time there where I was definitely discouraged, but I let my ego.
Now I'm doing great.
You know?
Look at me now. It's like in Office Space when Tom, he's got a broken arm, he's in a wheelchair. Look at me now.
Anymore. So that's why I don't mind doing this. I do whatever I gotta do, you know. I drive 2 hours a day to go to an insurance company and take a bunch of phone calls. Try to learn a new craft. I mean, really, that's kind of the plan, you know. Just learn how to be good at being a field underwriter and making a living out of that. And then doing comedy as a hobby. Because, you know, you can't bank on that, you know?
I respect it because unlike a lot of these other guys, like he's doing something about it. He's like, hey, I can't just bank on this. But why do people feel the need? Like if you're in that position, I have empathy for you. That sucks. I hope I'm never there. And if I am, I'll feel for you. I'll be like, this is what they must have been feeling like. What I can't imagine doing, it'll be interesting. This will be in a compilation when I actually do come to this point. Remember, he said he'd never do it. He's a hypocrite. But I can't imagine coming to the people and just turning on the microphone and being like, times are tough, man. Like, times are tough for a lot of people. It's not our business. Leave us out of it.
I'm hungry. I need $13.
I'll bet there are a lot of people out there who are really entertaining and really funny or interesting or insightful that behind the scenes are going through a tough time. And they don't feel the need to let us in on it. I'm sure there are people that are struggling financially, struggling mentally, but they're still able to create whatever it is, a podcast, a radio show, stand-up comedy, anything to do something, Jason. I don't know. I hope someone in his life kicks him in the ass and says, hey, do your radio show again. Maybe it won't make as much money as it was, but it's better than this. Or don't do it. Like if you're like, oh, man, I'm not even making money doing this. Just don't do it. Find something else to do. I don't know why it has to be like this.
What are you going to do? Yeah, I can't believe you made it off your bail. Was you bail? You usually take me like 2 months if I bail on.
See, it's hard to read comments.
This is an interesting angle to do a show where you just read comments and he can't read.
I don't blame him. It's the people typing them.
You think so?
Yeah, I have to do it all the time.
We'll see if your opinion changes the more you hear him read.
Oh, okay. He has taken many blows to the head.
Yeah.
I need to get you on a large.
Wasn't Ellis Mania like a big event they did every year?
Ellis Mania was huge. That wasn't that long ago.
How is there no one left to support this man? How is it down to like throughout the episode he keeps referencing the amount of people watching and it's in the 20s. He's like, 22 people here, 27 people here. I think it got as high as.
Gas Digital can't pick this man up by his bootstraps.
But I think they've tried. He was on Kill Tony like 2 months ago, wasn't he?
Is that right?
He was on Kill Tony pretty recently, and he did like a minute of stand up or whatever. Tony introduced him as like,
oh, I thought you meant like he was on the table.
No, he was like he wasn't a bucket pull. Tony brought him out as like, yeah, this guy's a legendary radio guy. He's phenomenal. He's the greatest of all time.
Are you ready to have the best night of your lives?
Yeah. So they bring him out. They give him all the pomp and but Tony was like, and he's trying to become like a better stand-up comedian. Like that's kind of how he framed it, as like this guy is like working stuff out. So like he was given opportunities. He was opening for Big J for a while. He's at Skankfest every year. Like I don't know how it's come to this.
And you're a legend. Maybe it will happen. Maybe it won't happen. In the meantime, I'm just going to do this and keep on chucking. Hello, new here. How are the vibes? The vibes are casual. How about you? Bro is full of balls in his body. I hate my proposal after seeing yours. Give me your ring finger. Stay awesome, dude. Thanks, Mike, maybe?
Oh, that's tough.
At least you're...
I can read that name.
Well, even if it's tough to read, if the print is small, whatever, why make that the entire show?
Well, he is doing it on his phone.
But why make it the premise of the show?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Why if reading is that difficult? Believe me, I can't do it. So but that's why you don't see me reading super chats. I couldn't do it. Why make it the focal point of the show? It's the entire. This one he's on for 48 minutes. Sometimes he's on longer, and all he's doing is reading chats basically. So the other disastrous thing is sometimes his fiance is on with him, which seems like a recipe for horror.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Upping your reading skills. Tully will be happy to hear that. You read like a slow person. Positive attitude. Hard for life. That's what's up. Yeah. Reading is not one of my greatest skill sets for sure.
Do something you're good at, Jason. You're a talented guy. You had a long, successful career.
It looks like he's in a beautiful house. Sell the fucking house if it's that hard.
I don't understand. And that's the other weird thing is like, so does he have no money? Like why is he on here? And he's literally like, I'm on until I make $50 and then I sign off. It's like, so this is just an ATM for you, huh?
Someone says he was on Stuttering John's podcast and John put out his phone number.
Years ago. Yes, I remember that.
I'm way better at reading now than I was, say, 10 years ago.
It'd be great if that was the string that was pulled that led him here. Like John gave out his phone number and his life just kept getting worse and worse.
He is contagious.
So,
he got Stuttering John all over him.
He's got dabble virus.
Jason, wash it off. You're better than this.
Going for me, And I was able to read what you said. So double tap the screen, super chats, bro, look like Marjorie in exhausted mode. Marjorie? I don't know what that means. I don't think it's a compliment. Do you watch?
He's becoming, what was that trend a couple years ago? Was it like NPCs or something on TikTok where there were women just going, yum, yum, so good.
I only know that because of Soder.
That's what Jason Ellis, he's like, tap the screen. I'll read your chats. Just like that's just what he's doing now. He's just making sounds until he gets enough money.
I feel like, but he has the potential to get out of this.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And he's handling it much better. I think there's a level of awareness if you hear him talk where he's like, I don't want to be doing this. I don't know how I got here. It's not like, oh, I'm better than all of you, the way some of these guys are.
Which will get him support.
Yes, there's a level of awareness to it. It's just like, I wasn't even a Jason Ellis fan, but I'm still like, you're better than this.
He is. It was never a show I wanted to listen to, but he was there for a reason. He was good at, broadcasting.
He's not an untalented broadcast. And to build a festival with your name, to call something Ellis Mania and have it be something people attend every year, like that's an achievement. That's having a passionate fan base. So I don't know how we got here.
Did it stop because the fans went away?
I don't know. I was always of the mind, and look at what Jim Norton's doing now. This is correct. Where I was like, those guys should get out of Sirius and just do a podcast. It would reach more people, and it would ultimately probably make them as much, if not more, money potentially. Also, because in the case of a stand-up, not only is there income from the podcast, but you're promoting your dates and the other things you're doing. Maybe his audience was completely tied into Sirius. Like they just didn't follow him when he left.
I mean, you got to have something if you're selling out an event like that.
I would imagine. I just don't get. If anyone knows, I literally don't know. I tried going back to the beginning of this to see where it started, and it's just been going on so long that they're all titled the same. Where it's live, horse force. That's the other thing is they're terribly titled too. Like he's not interested in people discovering them. It's just the live viewership that he wants for people to give him $50, $100.
It was the last one, Ellis Mania 20, was canceled.
Another victim of the pandemic.
And it was because of the Nevada Athletic Commission.
I think he was supposed to fight Lewis at that one.
Is that the one it was?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Which Lewis has since said, thank God that didn't happen.
It hasn't come back because Jason has shifted his focus to stand-up comedy tours, his podcast. And there's just a lot of costs and risks.
Interesting. Well, I guess my point is not so much about Ellis Mania itself, but you would think the people that attend that would be interested in his show, no?
Does he do a regular podcast on top of this?
It didn't seem like it. He did a show with Tony Hawk for a while. I don't know if that ended. I didn't check that, but I don't know.
Jason Ellis Show, I think it was called.
Yeah.
No, 2024. It looks like.
Yeah, why? Because I remember checking in on him a while ago. I don't.
Oh wait, it was going steady until the end of January this year, and then just stopped.
How many views were they getting?
I'm looking at Apple, just seeing it exists.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe just no one was listening.
I guess.
I don't know. Let's continue. It's tough. Jason, if you find this video, don't take it as trolling. These are men saying, wake up. Get a hold of yourself.
You're better than this.
You're much better than this.
Double tap the screen. Super chats are welcome. Thank you. And there it is, J-Dab with the 99 cents.
If you guys pay me a little more, I'll drink the piss.
Are you familiar with Streamlabs? Venmo, PayPal, Jason. List all the places they can pay you.
I can get paid on all those platforms, you saying?
Appreciate you, J-Dad. You restarted down to 9 likes again. It's up to 24. What are you talking about? I saw that video of your engagement.
He's fighting with people over how many likes his videos have.
I mean, that's how you know he knows what it is, because he's pointing it out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Steven. Okay, so let's get to 20 likes, baby. Yeah, flyers. Let's get to 20 likes. It should be easy. Double tap the screen unless you're just a hater, which is cool. $10 from the PNM, which is $60 now. Wait, why did it go to $8? Fucking YouTube. Oh, wait. It's Canada. Still appreciate it. Would you rather surf a log or a groveler? Wait. Would you rather surf a log or I don't know what a groveler is, so I'm going to go with log. Ellis, you have changed. I know.
That was depressing.
So I looked on YouTube.
Yeah.
He has a very well-produced podcast video. And, like he did an interview with Sam Tripoli. It got 32,000 views.
What? How recently?
3 months ago.
Yeah, why did he stop?
I don't know. But then he has one with Karen Fian that got 10,000, and then he's got a
No,
different
if it has 5 views, it's better than this.
Well, the smallest one I'm seeing is 2,000. A little less.
Which if you're Jason Ellis's level, I get being like, shit, it's not working the way I wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely better than this.
If I had 2,000 views on a Chow episode, I'd be ecstatic.
I like that he's shortened it to Chow now. It's so part of the vernacular.
The Chow, dude.
Chow episode.
It's the Chow. That was one we just watched. We gotta do adapting.
He's trying to figure things out. Like I said, it was hard to find an origin of this. So I don't exactly know why he has to adapt, but at least he knows he does have to.
I've had to adapt. Situations.
Well, I will say, boy, I didn't realize the theme of today was riling Craig up. He does mention having to pay for a house he doesn't live in anymore, if you know what I mean. I guess there is a divorce he's paying for or something.
Yeah, Jasleen Singh also did your radio show, huh, buddy?
And he mentioned he's like, yeah, I'm paying a divorce rate for for income I no longer have. Like he got divorced, I think, when he had the Sirius XM job. So that might be a big part of this. But again,
I still don't understand why that has to happen.
To earn income, you don't have to do this.
No.
Yeah, I don't get it.
For me to adapt into something else to survive and stay alive. Travel, also known as a fishboard. Traveler, also known as a fishboard. Are you a gangster? No. Clavicular equals fishboard. No. I'm going to go with log still. Do you Bobo? I don't know. What do you do?
This is the whole show, by the way. This is not a break between subjects. It is the entire 48 minutes or whatever this was is him going, I don't like to I'm not sure what you're saying, mate. Like that's the whole show.
You know what? You better, Jason, if you're listening, answer questions, tell stories. That's
don't bad advice. Only because, tell
stories. If he's reading the chat, answer questions.
Correct. But here's the problem: there's 27 people in the room, so it's the same. Like some people being like, "Hey, you're a failure." Some people asking for the same stories he's told a million times. Like you cannot have that few people in the chat and rely on the chat to program your show.
He's got to tell stories. He's got to make it into a show. Do something.
Talk about the news. The old days. Review old episodes of your show. I'd do something.
Whatever got you to where you were.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what his show was before, but some version of that.
Guys, these days, I work out, I skate, I fight, I lift weights, I ride horses, I chop logs. Jace is a recovering pro vert skater. He's doing what he can to afford the lifestyle he wants. P&M. Sorry, bro. I don't know why you're sorry. Do you run? No. Why don't you know Tony Hawk? I do.
See, it's just it's like that. It's like the questions he's getting are just people trolling him or people that are dumb or like it's not worthwhile for him to even answer the chat.
Was it beating the shit out of Uncle Laser? It was fun. What? That's super cool. What?
Actually, seeing him answer questions, I take back what I said.
Yes.
There's also a thing. It was a throwaway line, but someone says, "When are you going back on Kill Tony?" And he goes, "I don't know if me and Tony are cool like that anymore."
So he did something.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not a skateboard. I'm a human being.
Oh God, Jason. You see, maybe the people he did the show with, like if left to his own devices, this is what he does on a show. I'm confused by it, and I don't know the origin. So if you guys can help me out, let me know in the comments.
Maybe he needs a producer.
I guess, yeah. But even then, I guess he just needs someone to talk to. I don't know.
Not popular is next.
More depressing. Let's hear it.
LOL. Love this. You go. I go. You go. We all go. But you're all gay because I don't see no super chats. 26 people are gay. Only one guy here.
A little life left. Okay, I can work with this.
That's actually a very funny approach.
You're all gay.
You all look delicious to me.
That's a common. If shows that have goals also think their audience is gay for not paying.
I've seen this playbook before.
Interesting. Bad news for your fiance, though, Jason. I know where this goes.
I just got an invite to Nick Ricada's house. Come on, kids, we're going to Uncle Nick's.
Hey, I'm poor flamer apologies. Mike, I'm sorry to say it. You're broke and gay. Why did you fail? Wait, why did you fall off? I remember you used to be popular and now not so much.
Oh, this hurts.
Finally, the question we've been asking.
This sucks.
Let's see what his answer is.
Oh, poor guy.
It could be because I'm gay, because I don't know, man. Just that's tough to answer. Why am I not popular? You know? I lost my job at Sirius.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just people don't like me anymore. What can I say? I'm not.
Something must have happened.
As I once was.
Yeah.
I guess not being on Sirius would probably be the main thing, you know? Gay stuff, doing OnlyFans, I don't think that was a good move. But yeah, definitely paid a price. Now nobody cares, you know? Well, a few 29 people do, but not many people care as much as they used to.
Oh,
yeah.
It's just tough. I don't know. Like, there's got to be something. And like maybe he would do, like, there's 29 people watching him right now. Maybe if he did a show and, you know, about something, about the news or whatever he wants to talk about, maybe only 27 people would watch. But the feeling you would feel inside wouldn't be as grim as I'm sure what he's feeling right now.
So he hosted the show for 15 years at Sirius with someone named Mike Tully.
Yeah, that guy gets mentioned earlier.
Contract negotiations. I guess his ratings weren't that great. And his 2019 coming out as bisexual on Howard Stern's show led to some fan speculation about backlash from certain listeners.
Who gives a shit that he in what year did you say?
2019.
People were, well, I never a gay man.
Well, yeah,
not in my America.
You gotta assume like he's got like an audience that like if you, by the way, let me tell you a little something about myself.
I get, but in 2019 though, he's not Harvey Milk.
Yeah,
he's not a trailblazer. Who gives a shit if he's bisexual?
He's not Harvey Milk. This is our last clip here.
Okay, let's wrap this up. It's making me sad.
Poor bastard.
You know, that's the kind of guy I am. So you're gay or you suck or Matan destroyed you doesn't mean anything to me.
Was Matan involved in this?
Was he on his show?
What did Matan do to you, Jason?
Tune in next week.
We're gonna have to go back to the archives. I don't know if I saw that one.
I don't know.
You know, like you think it's like some kind of earth-shattering comment. I don't. Great. You know, yes, I lose. I've lost. People have won against me, and then here I am. Like, I just keep waking up and going again. Like, you know, the only thing I will say is, you know, it's not healthy to be around people like that. So doing this live stream and being like around the negative of the world, because like in my circle,
don't do it.
It's only positive.
Stop doing it. I don't understand. Why are you doing this? If you're like, that's the problem, is the negativity. Your show is reading it. That's the whole show.
You know, these comments I keep reading are really hurting my feelings.
I don't feel so good after doing the show. There's only 27 of you. I got to read everything you say.
When I think about my life, I feel sick.
This poor bastard. Just stop doing it.
People, you know, but it's like, because the internet, it allows people to infiltrate that are like sick, you know. You guys are sick. You guys are like, have a sickness.
Okay, I'll be, if you get enjoyment out of like legitimately like fucking with like insulting Jason Ellis, they're like, I'm sure it's funny, but like if it's really getting to him and that makes you enjoy it more, that is like some form of a sickness. That is a little gross. I get that. I also understand why they think it's funny. I can get both angles of it. But I don't know why the gentlemen in this position always feel like they're going to convince people like, the problem is you. Like the problem is like you're feeding them. You're giving them exactly what they want so that they come back and call you gay again tomorrow. And then you go, I'm not gay. And that hurts my feelings when you say that.
OnlyFans, big mistake. I just sent you the link to the Matan episode.
I guess I've got some homework to do.
The title is Matan destroys Jason Ellis's studio. So
I'll be ignoring my family, going, no. There's a child in California that's ruining a guy's life. I got to watch it.
And you're trying to push it upon me. So it's like, you know, if we were in a room together, first of all, if we're in a room together, you wouldn't say it because you're scared, which is silly. Because there's no need to be scared because I'm not going to hurt you.
That's the most terrifying thing I've ever heard.
I mean, that sounds like a guy who's going to knock your teeth out.
I'm not going to hurt you.
People for calling me names doesn't mean anything.
I'm not going to hurt you, but I could.
Just come over here. I just want to talk to you.
Why don't you sit on me lap and tell me?
But I also wouldn't be in the room, you know? I just leave because I don't hang around with losers. And I'm not trying to say you're a loser. I'm just saying people that tear people down and talk shit all day are losers.
They're the only ones watching your show, Jason. Stop insulting them. All you
I kind of like the strategy of being like, if you're hearing my voice right now, you're fucking gay.
if you're all I've got left. I find this interesting. So we're talking about it. He's putting it out there. This isn't stuff I recorded surreptitiously. He's putting it on the internet. I do feel bad for him to a degree. He is making his own bed here. Like this is how people are going to behave. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Like you're just feeding into what people are already doing. I will give him credit for being. He seems more capable of handling this than Stuttering John or Opie or any of the guys, Aaron, any of the people we talk about. Like give it time. Maybe he'll be threatening lawsuits in a year, but he seems more aware. Like there's less of an ego to this than with some of those other guys.
Yeah, I would just also maybe don't read those comments out loud because people are going to be like, oh, wow, he's reading it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're giving them what they want, and they're not even paying for some of these. This is just they're in the free chat saying you're a failure now, and you're struggling to read it, which is making them laugh.
I don't know if it played already or if it's in this clip, but at one point someone super chats 99 cents, and he's like, "Wow, made my day."
I think it is. Yeah,
that's why they say it. It's like This is textbook shit, man. Like you're ratting yourself out, but also it's like what you're doing to make your Tuesday better. Try to tear other people down. I just need $22.
No.
I make $100 a day on here because I said I would. And when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. No matter how bad it gets, I just keep doing it.
Why? Why is that the method?
Is he doing every day?
Oh, sometimes it. Based on the amount of scrolling I did to try and get to the beginning of this, it seems like sometimes you might be on multiple times a day.
$100. $100 a day is good coin.
That's the other thing. He must have streamed twice on this day because when he started, he's like, I need $50, which means maybe he was on earlier and already got 50.
He's making $100 a day. He's gonna be all right. I'll feel less bad.
I guess. I mean, yeah, Andy else he has a full-time job.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, but I do think it's what I mentioned before, where he's probably paying an exorbitant amount for whatever divorce settlement he's dealing with.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably what it is. That's probably how much he owes.
Right.
So he's trying to make this pay for the divorce.
But again, I just think doing a regular show would make as much, if not more, money. You know, like that video with Karen Fian that has $2,000 or 2,000 views. Sorry. Like, depending upon what your
that one had 10,000.
10,000. Okay, so that's more than $100, probably. You know, based on what your what do they call it? CPM rate or whatever the fuck it is, or RPM is.
I have no fucking clue.
Like that's probably I would imagine that's more than $50 or $100. That video.
Subscribe to Very Good Show so I can see what monetization is like.
Let Craig crunch the numbers. Very Good Show at Very Good Show right here on YouTube. Go right now. It would really help out Casey Day for some reason.
It's his crusade.
It sucks that you have to do live streams, but you will come out of this whole much positivity from Germany. Thank you.
It's tough because he reads the good ones the same as the bad ones.
Yeah.
You're gonna come out of this hopefully one day. Thank you.
Felix, not scared, but I've seen how tough and how much heart you have. It's impressive. 2 cents. Thanks, buddy.
I didn't even pay 2 cents.
Is that a possibility?
Maybe he meant $2. You just fucked up.
Maybe. Or maybe it's some foreign denomination with a C.
Yes.
$20. We're $10 off.
Oh God,
making it
that
for the
sounds
day.
frighteningly familiar.
And we're gonna play Erica next, and then we're gonna play the Hulk Hogan music.
$20 and I'll drink the piss.
All right, let's get Golden Shower going. We're gonna let Johnny Crutches go for the day.
Oddly enough, I got a friend named Sammy Wheelchair.
Come on, guys, let's get a rally. This poor bastard. He doesn't deserve this. He's better than Aaron Imholt.
He is.
Your lowest paying job by far. No, my lowest paying job is X Insurance.
Yeah. So he said that's the thing is he says he's making no money at this insurance company. He's just doing it for the health insurance for his child, which again, admirable.
Very.
People have been saying that to Aaron, like, just get a job, man. So Jason is doing this, which makes it even more confusing why he's embarrassing himself like this.
I don't know.
It's tough, but if I see him at Skankfest, I will not be saying anything to him because I don't believe that he won't beat you up. So I'm not going to mention this to his face, but
hold on one second.
Take your time.
I'm trying to set the next clips and things look fucked up.
Oh no! What do you mean?
I got them all. They just got all out of order, so I have to fix it.
Great mother of God.
Yeah, we're all right.
Okay. So the real talk of the week in our world was this Ben Avery versus Jeff Dye business. People have been mentioning me. People have been recommending After Tonight, hosted by Tommy Afters. Which doesn't
Great
feel like real. If that's his real name and he backed into a late night show, very smart branding. I like it.
It's a great name.
So this Tommy Afters guy, I think maybe he's trolling. I can't tell. Either that or he's sweet as pie. I can't tell. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like maybe he's doing kind of a character, but he has Jeff Dye on, and he talks to Jeff Dye. Eventually, we'll see Jeff and Ben Avery showdown. But there were some things before Ben Avery hops on the podcast that I also found interesting. So let's hear Tommy Afters with Jeff Dye.
Well, house cleaning before we get into you asking me whatever you'd like to ask me. I don't like that you tell people that, like, oh, Jeff was mad at us. Oh, he was mad at us. Why do you frame it that way? Does that so you guys can seem more naughty? Like, oh,
the kind of guy Jeff is. Where he's been on this show before, and maybe these guys were joking, or maybe they really felt like he was pissed, but they were like, oh, Jeff was mad at us. He did this to Howie Mandel's daughter too, where he's like, oh, so you're attacking me. Like he's the victim in this situation, where what he could say is like, oh, you guys were being insecure. You thought I was mad at you. You're crazy. Why would you read it that way? Instead, he's the victim. Like, oh, so you want people to support you because I was mad at you, that you want to seem naughty? Is that what you're doing? It's like, boy, that's a couple layers deeper than I think they were thinking.
Was this an ambush, by the way?
What do you mean, having Ben on?
Yeah.
No. They ask him, they basically they ask him about Ben. We'll see it all play out later. But no, it was not.
We're mad at us. I thought there was a feud.
No, I was like, these guys seem like nice guys. Why are they talking shit?
Okay. Well, that makes me feel better.
Like, you make it sound like, that Jeff was not too happy with us. And I feel like that's a pretty dishonest way to frame it.
Oh, well, I didn't know. That's how I felt.
It's not being dishonest. It's how he read it.
Yeah.
And shout out again, like Tommy Afters seems like he's doing YouTube's only late night talk show, which I appreciate. So I'm glad he's doing that. He seems like a relatively nice guy. Maybe he's doing a character or something, but it didn't for Jeff to like instantly, like right when he gets on, be the victim in this situation. I think speaks to his personality and why people find him so unlikable.
And I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked you guys. In fact, that's the reason originally I was like, yeah. I told my manager, I said, Justin, dude, like anytime. These guys are nice guys.
Oh, awesome.
I trust them.
I appreciate that.
Here's the thing. I have a pretty good, I don't know what the term would be. I'm pretty good with people ribbing me. It's when it's venomous and vicious and I've never met the person. Like if it's just people making fun of me, there's plenty to make fun of. It's okay.
Okay.
But there's a big difference between someone just going, kill yourself, faggot, your comedy sucks. Like that's not very fun for me. But you guys seem like nice guys. So it's like, I'll go on there and talk to these boys.
Oh, well, thank you.
But Jeff, when he's saying that, which I agree with, I think there is a big difference between people being nasty for no reason and actually making fun of you. But he's talking about basically like Ben Avery and Red Bar and people like that, where it's like, oh, they're just like, oh, kill yourself. That's not what they do. They make fun to a degree that like an entire audience enjoys it. Well, you might not like it, but this idea that Jeff's just this laid back guy, like, oh, I love it when people make fun of me. It's not the case, at least not what we've observed.
Do ya?
Yeah, right.
Next we got new shop.
So he's very worried. He sees the writing on the wall here with certain shows that are covering him and the way people talk about Jeff, and he responds to that.
Vitriol thrown your way. I mean, how are you dealing with that? Like, yeah. So Brendan, are you like, do you think that's what it is? Like they just need a new target, the people online?
I don't know. I mean, maybe to the type of people who love like anti-comedy and they love like trolling and they love this kind of stuff. You know, maybe I'm a great target. I'm 43 years old. I don't know if that makes me a boomer, but you know, to them, I might as well be a boomer. Like I'm some old guy. I do like a kind of classic.
Who are you talking about?
Comedy where it's like,
Are there children trolling Jeff Dye?
That would be hilarious, actually. Like 12-year-olds.
I think Ben Avery is like a middle-aged guy with kids. These just some fucking Gen Zer that's trolling Jeff Dye.
Up punch tag, which a lot of anti-comedy people find is to be like cringy or like old school or hacky, right? Also, I have a lot of things that makes people that don't have a lot of things jealous, you know, like I do have money. I do have a big, stupid truck they like to make fun of. So I think
so
that,
cool and handsome. So I get why they make fun of me.
I just got so much stuff and I banged Christine Cavallari or whatever the fuck her name is.
Not even close, but
Cavallari.
Kristen Cavallari.
Kristen. I was pretty close.
I guess. But yes, he's got a lot of money, and that it's always, oh, you're making fun of me because I'm famous. No, we don't do this to Matt Damon.
He's pretty awesome.
There's more to it than that.
a lot of ways to poke at me, and that's fine.
Right.
It's all fair.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
It's all good. In fact, he likes it, dare I say. So that's good.
He's doing that thing where he's like, no, it's fine. Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, we're gonna see how great it is later. But it's great.
Yeah. Next we have GoFundMe.
So he responds to the GoFundMe, and the only reason people make fun of me is because I have so much money and I'm so famous. Oh, right, the GoFundMe thing. So that gets brought up, and he answers for that here. And this, I think, his response to this shows you how delusional and out of touch he is. And this represents his lack of self-awareness, how he answers to this GoFundMe stuff.
I thought was going to be funny. Also, I thought that comics that hate me would get the joke. Like, as far as like, I thought a comic, one of these like angry comics who seems to have all these opinions about me on the internet, but then is like really quiet when I'm at the comedy store. I thought one of those guys would be in on the joke. Like, yeah, I gave $500 to get Jeff the fuck out of Los Angeles.
So you were relying on people that hate you being your comedy team here?
This is not great.
The whole idea of the bit was, all the people that hate me will be like, Jeff, don't worry. You toss me the ball, I'm going to run with it. I got you back here, buddy.
They paid me to get me out of here.
They would pay me to get, like, he really thinks something of himself. And again, I remember saying at the time,
tell me more about your business model. Seems like it works.
Did people hate? And I have heard that Jeff has not made friends at the Comedy Store necessarily. Like, I don't know that everyone loves him there, but to make yourself like this villainous character, like, they can't stand me. They'd do anything to get rid of me. It's like, no, you're not on anyone's mind that much.
All kind of pile on. I thought rich Republican guys would be like, I'm going to give Jeff $5,000 to get him out of LA, like all as a goof. GoFundMe is not just.
Isn't he playing to them?
How do you mean?
Doesn't he play like the right-wing religious guy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's an and he does stuff like, there's a Mexican and a girl on the bill, like, before him, and he'll go right into, like, racial and, sexist humor. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying, like, there's people he doesn't know that go on before him, and he talks about, like, these stereotype things. Maybe it rubs some people the wrong way because he doesn't know them. And then he's like, yeah, it's weird. I do all this stuff, and then people don't like me.
Well, why would the right-wing guys be trying to get him out of LA?
Oh, is that what he's... Maybe I misheard. Go back. Maybe I misunderstood what he was saying.
Really quiet when I'm at the comedy store. I thought one of those guys would be in on the joke. Like, yeah, I gave $500 to get Jeff the fuck out of Los Angeles. Like, I thought they would all kind of pile on. I thought rich Republican guys would be like, I'm going to give Jeff $5,000 to get him out of LA. Like, all as a goof.
You're misunderstanding. I'm sorry. He's saying, I thought my enemies would want to pay to get rid of me. And I thought my rich Republican fans would say, I got to give him money to save him from Gavin Newsom.
Now, see, the thing is with that.
What he's saying is, I thought everyone would give me money, and that would be the big joke.
The thing is, the Republicans need people to stay there.
That's true, too. They want votes.
Yeah, exactly.
What he's saying is, I really thought people that hated me would be like, yeah, here's some money so you get away from me. And people that love me are like, we want to support you, so here's some money. And then they collectively would go, nice one, Jeff.
That was hilarious.
Like the part of this is that he's missing is I don't know where the joke is. Like there's no joke to it.
Funniest thing I saw last year was Jeff Dye getting $1.2 million.
That's what he's really mad about is he's like, I don't get it. The joke didn't work because they didn't pay me. And so that's not what a joke is, Jeff. The response is laughter.
He's just become one.
GoFundMe is not just for like kids with cancer. I remember
it's going to sound like Craig. These kids who have everything.
Again, just wanted to know what the law was.
How much more do they need? Like, it's also for guys like me who have enough money to afford a house, but would like you to pay for it. Why can't GoFundMe be for that? Which, by the way, like people call Jeff Dye a grifter in that moment. He was saying, pay me so I can buy a house. Like, he was going to deliver on his promise. So I don't think it's grifting. It's just something else. It's gross for sure. But he's not lying to people. He was saying, I want you to pay for my house. So if people gave him money for that, like that's on them. It's not thievery. But it is a like I don't get what the humor would be attached to that.
I have no idea.
Having GoFundMes for really silly shit. Sandy Danto had a GoFundMe to like put a pool on his tour bus or whatever. Or I've seen over 100 different comics crowdsourced to try to get their specials made.
Right.
They'll be like, "Hey, give me because I'm trying to make a special."
Well, hold on. The special.
That's something they receive back.
Yes. Yeah. If Joe List did that, I would be like, I love Joe List's specials. I'll contribute to that because I'd like to see him put out a good product.
Right. Or if there's like a TV show that might die if they don't raise enough money.
I love this show. It's worth it to me to pay money. Unless you're having us over for a barbecue, Jeff. I can't imagine how we're going to benefit from you owning a home in Austin.
Oh, pool party at Jeff's.
Yeah, I'm having everyone who donated come over it's Mother's Day. Come on over. I'm going to cook up some stuff.
We'll go to my YouTube special. So when my real estate lady, who's a great person, but like just not a comedian, she goes, "You should start a GoFundMe." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that'd be funny." And I just like, I wrote,
wait, whoa.
You can't triple down on this.
Was it the real estate agent's idea or was it the comedian's?
You're a thief. You're a joke thief.
Because, yeah, right. Yeah, he's ripping off this lady. She should be the comic because that is a hilarious idea. Hey, start a GoFundMe and seriously ask people for money. But you see where a second ago, it was a joke. Why are people taking it so seriously? So my real estate agent said, you know what you should do is panhandle.
I thought it would be obvious that it was satire. Like I'm escaping the trenches of Gavin Newsom. And so I put it, and then I got on an airplane from where was Skankfest? New Orleans to Australia. And that's like a 20-hour thing. And so I didn't know it was going to be so, everyone went crazy. Some people are acting like I've stole money from families or something.
You did.
Well, some people thought you were really.
He didn't steal. He said, "Do you want to give me money for this?" And people did. It's not stealing. It's just it's a gross look. Like if you want to give to that, go ahead. But to say like, "Oh no, I was kidding," and listen to what Tommy asks here because it's all a joke. But Tommy asks a very important question here.
Trapped in LA, that Gavin Newsom had the dogs at your door or something.
Not a single person saw that.
I was worried. Mark was
I'd
worried.
like to know the theory on hating me for it. So if you hate me because I did a GoFundMe joke that no one liked, so some people would say he's such a broke loser that he started
and I got so much
GoFundMe
money
to go to Austin. What a fucking loser, right? Yeah. Well, if I was broke, give me some money so I can go to Austin. If
that's not how that works.
So it wasn't a joke, Jeff.
That's not right. He keeps losing the narrative that this is a joke, but also. That's not how it works. You don't go, I'd like to move and I don't have a lot of money. Would you give me some?
All he had to do was go, I seriously did it, but it was a joke. Like, I seriously will take it.
That is what he's saying.
No, I know, but he's like, it was a complete joke. I wasn't going to take him.
Oh, no, he's not saying that. Listen,
a GoFundMe.
Right.
Now, if you think I'm a rich piece of shit who started a GoFundMe and he already has all this money and he started a GoFundMe, that's a little greedy and shitty, then you should get the joke. Rich guy starts GoFundMe is the joke.
Why can't I be both people?
That is not funny.
Why can't I be broke and rich at the same time and want your money for the same reasons?
These people are like, oh my fucking God. We know Ben's waiting backstage right now.
No, they legitimately don't. This was not a setup, but we'll get there.
Either fucking send me some bread because I'm poor and I'm a loser, or shut the fuck up and you get the joke.
But
So
you
it's one or the other.
But I just have to say, if it was a joke, like, would you have accepted the money? If let's
yes!
say, oh,
why not?
Then what's the joke? I don't get it.
No, my point was he should have been like, no, I'm seriously asking with a sprinkling of humor on it, not it's equal parts both.
I don't get the humor at all.
There isn't any, but that's what he should have said.
Which, by the way, I'm not saying there has to be. I'm not like, oh, you're a comedian, make it funny. If he needs money to move or whatever, like if that's the situation here, I guess do it. Like I can think whatever I want about it, but like go ahead and do it. I don't get the joke. As a comedy fan, I'm trying to get my head around this.
Right. There isn't any.
but he's assuring me there is.
No, he's lying.
That can't be.
He's lying.
All right, what's next?
What did I just click?
Oh boy.
First Ben mention.
Okay, yeah. So they mention Ben early on, and you'll note Tommy Afters does not bring up the name Ben Avery here. Look whose mind it's on.
Money. I don't have fans who are like bitching about my the price point of my tickets. I've been really blessed that like the people who like my stuff are older than me generally. Like, and I'm 43. I'm not young, and my fan base is like people that you guys like to make fun of. Like
you got the rich
like,
Republican,
you Fox News boomers. Like that's my crowd, and I'm not ashamed of it. Like I like my fans, but my fans have money, and they I know a lot of oil guys and a lot of Texas dudes who'll be like, "I'll give you 10 grand to come to Texas." So I kind of thought it was going to go a different way than it went.
What a hilarious gag!
I thought these rich people I'm going to use would give me money.
What a wacky prankster.
Oh, funny.
I found rich idiots that find me funny, and I thought they would hand me over their millions. What aren't you getting about this?
You know, it would give Ben Avery a fucking aneurysm. I didn't know it was going to like make people.
Now, this is the guy, like, he's going to accuse Ben of being obsessed with him. That's out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. He's like, oh, it's going to give Ben Avery an aneurysm. Go back a little. Let me hear that again.
Ben Avery a fucking you know, it would give Ben Avery a fucking aneurysm. I didn't know it was gonna like make people I've never even met lose their fucking minds.
Wow.
It's often framed like when guys who are talked about the way we talk about people on there, it's always like, oh, people are losing their minds over me. It's like, no, I'm not gonna think about it when we're done. I find it interesting and I find it worth talking about, and then I go about my day and think about other things. Like it's a small portion of the day. They always think they're on all consuming, like they're on people's minds 24 hours.
Next we have Rick Glassman.
Okay, so he addresses the Rick Glassman beef that he had, where he was on Kill Tony with Rick Glassman a while back, and he just comes on and like rips Rick Glassman. This is what Jeff does, where he says like, oh, Kristen Cavallari's a piece of shit. Sarah Hyland's a piece of shit. Rick Glassman's a piece of shit. Like he comes on his podcast and talks shit about people, which is fine as someone interested in this stuff. I'm not going to shame someone for giving their honest opinions. I like that when people are, attempting to be real. But what you can't do is go, oh, Rick Glassman's a piece of shit. I don't like his whole thing. I don't get why people find him funny. And then when Rick Glassman's like, fuck this guy, you can't be Jeff Dye and go, what? What did I do?
Why not?
Do you still avoid or mutually avoid Rick Glassman when you run into each other?
So no, I even texted him recently because I'm getting the impression that his feelings are hurt about what I said about him on your guys' show. I didn't mean to disrespect him or hurt his feelings. I know that this is like, you make a comment about a person and then that can live on for 6 months on these kind of shows for whatever
Right.
reason. I didn't mean to hurt Rick Glassman's feelings.
For whatever reason.
Feeling like
he found out your real feelings about him, and he was like, "Ah, shit, this guy doesn't like me." It's not for whatever reason. Like, oh, what's Rick got a bee in his bonnet about? You said you don't like him, so he was like, oh, "Fuck this guy."
Why is he so upset?
By the way, we don't know that Rick Glassman's upset. He's just not talking to Jeff Dye.
He could also be fake being mad because he kind of does that thing.
Thing, yeah.
Play when we talk, and he had some hot chick on his podcast once, and she was saying, well, no, like you're being so over the top silly that I kind of have to be the straight guy, and I want to be silly sometimes, and like I felt so much like that. Like when I talk to Rick, why does he get to be the over the top silly goose and I have to be the Laurel to his Hardy? You know, like
I don't have to be anything. Do whatever you want. Be silly with him.
You're just not as good at it.
Right? Like, why does Rick have a personality? That's what you're mad at him about? Like, I totally get not liking Rick's thing. I happen to like it a lot. I think his podcast is very good. I find him funny. But I get people that say like, it's too much for me, or I don't get the joke or whatever. That's fine. But to go on and be like, I don't like Rick Glassman, I don't think he's funny. And then when he hears about it, be like, what? What'd I say?
What's the matter?
And so I just didn't like that, and I was trying to communicate that to you guys, and he's just never spoke to me since. So I sent him the clip of his own podcast and tried to articulate that, and he never responded or cared. So I'm guessing, yeah, we don't talk.
Boy, this is so now you're texting him clips being like, you should like me. And he's not responding to anything you're saying. Like, you don't see how this is a little weird on your part, Jeff?
Next we have Ben Avery.
Okay, so I've heard people saying, and maybe this is another one I need help with, folks. As I mentioned before, it takes me a while to get there. But people have been saying like, oh, Ben embarrassed himself on this, or like Ben made Jeff look good. I didn't really see it that way. I think in part people are saying that because his camera didn't work.
Oh, no, this isn't when he enters.
Oh, they just mentioned him.
Yes.
Okay, well then let's hear it.
Well, I have just a couple more questions.
When are you going to ask me about these lemon party bitches?
It's time. It's time.
He brings them up again.
Avery, the old man, grumpy stick.
Well, yeah, but let's set it up for
They're
people.
so on Jeff's mind that he's like, I guess he thinks he's going to get ambushed.
Well, they are talking about people that talk shit about him. So, I mean, I see why it's top of mind, I guess.
Well, right, but Jeff's perspective is like, oh, Ben's obsessed with me. All he does is talk about me. He's all he thinks about is me. He loves me. He's obsessed with me. But you can't do that and then go on a podcast and twice before the guy's name ever gets brought up, be like, why aren't you asking me about Ben Avery? What about Ben Avery?
That's true.
Ben Avery, a comedian we've had on the show, actually.
He's not a comedian.
Oh, no?
He just says he's not a comedian.
Well, I guess he's in the podcasting space. Was that fair?
Not a comedian.
Okay.
Oh,
not a comedian, but he does start doing, he's at the comedy.
He's going to hide behind, well, you say you're not a comedian. Like, we see what you're doing, Jeff. It's very transparent.
Yeah.
Didn't he start doing a show there?
He says, I'm not a comedian. I'm not even a comedian. And that's it. He said he's not a comedian. So you got to.
I believe if we're talking about the same clip, I believe Ben Avery is talking about shows at the Comedy Store that he's sold out. And he's like, I'm not even a comedian. I do that, Jeff. Like, I don't think it was like this, a plea to be like, oh, I hope no one sees me as funny.
With the cane and the
Fair enough.
diabetes, he doesn't. He's not a comedian. He says he's not a comedian, and you should know that. You should know that. You guys.
This is getting.
I've watched maybe 30 minutes of his content because his entire identity is trying to like destroy me, even though we've never met.
Well, how do you know the rest of it? Maybe he spent 30 minutes on you and then never talked about you again. How do you know it's his entire personality if you've only seen 30 minutes of it? Because other people tell you that and you believe them?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I mean, you said
like,
this.
I honestly, I went to find more like very good clips, Ben Avery, and Craig will be suing, by the way.
That's it.
Very good clips, and I think
I'm the parent company.
I think Lemonhead Radio, I think, is the other YouTube channel that clips them. And I was looking for Ben talking about this after, it's all different stuff. He's talking about Dave Portnoy. They're talking about fucking Israel. Like he talks about a bunch of shit. So this idea that he only talks about Jeff, it's not true. So to say I've only watched 30 minutes of his show, well, then you're really uninformed on this.
To me, but you never met the guy. You never seen him in a room.
We've never been in the same room. We've never spoke. We've never had a dialogue. There's no evidence we've even been in the same state at the same time.
That's not required, by the way, for you to talk about someone.
No.
Unless YouTube has not informed me that I'm breaking some sort of code that they have. They don't say like, hey, we're going to give you a channel, but you can only talk about people you've met. That'd be very limiting to me, I think.
Jeff, how do you seem to know about him then? Well, because he's made his entire identity about me, and he has a lot of fans. It seems like he has some success, and in this kind of space. So they flood all my stuff. Of course, I'm gonna see it. Of course, I'm a human being. I see all the trolls and the photoshops and all the things. So I'm really only aware of him through all the people talking shit behind his back to me too. Like a lot of comics fucking this guy.
I'm not the only one that thinks that.
Oh, a lot of people say, bro, you're the only one brave enough to step forward.
I hate that argument too, and be like, all these people think this.
Everyone thinks you're gay, Ben. We all talk about it behind your back.
Next, we have not famous enough.
Okay, so this is where I guess everyone was jealous of him because he was so famous and rich. Remember that? A minute ago?
Yeah, he had way too much money, so he started GoFundMe.
That was minutes ago in the time of this interview. Somehow that's not the case anymore. Just moments later.
Doesn't deserve me. I don't know who he is. He's some invisible guy that Tim Dillon won't talk to. All the comics are making fun of behind his back, and he's trying to get an identity off of me, but he picked a bad target. He should have picked someone more successsul. No one cares about me. So like to make an identity about me is like so embarrassing.
Obviously people do. At least the way Ben frames you and the way Ben talks about you, people do care about that. This is where they get lost in the argument where they're like, well, why am I so famous? A minute ago, you said you were super famous, and that's why everyone's jealous of you. But let's disregard that and now have this new, different argument.
People do like watching car crashes, though.
Yeah, there's some of that, but there's also like there is a skill to what Ben does or Red Bar does or Carl or any of these people with podcasts that make podcast cringe and Too Lazy to Try. Like there's a talent to what they're doing. There's people that would watch those channels and not this one or vice versa. Like there's people that think I suck at this and would enjoy listening to someone else talk about Ben Avery and Jeff Dye. So like there is something to it. It's not just that they're watching any hateful Jeff Dye content. They're interested in Ben. Like that. You happen to be the way Jeff skewers the libs. This is what I don't get. Why is making fun of Jeff Dye different than making fun of AOC or Kamala Harris? Why is that? Like those are just people. They're just famous people.
Well, those people can kind of control how our lives are lived, I guess.
So okay, then pick a celebrity. You know, like a celebrity that
Fred Willard.
Why? Yeah. Why would you make fun of? Remember the Imagine video?
Oh, the worst.
The greatest moment in Hollywood history. Can we make fun of that? They're just people. You know, they're people at the end of the day. Why would we try and tear them down? Or is it something that's put out there publicly that's meant to be commented on, and you're willing to accept whatever praise you get? If people say, oh my God, Jeff, you're amazing. You're a great comic. I love your social commentary. You really say things in a way I've never heard it put before. Jeff doesn't stop them and go, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's my life and you shouldn't be commenting on it. You know, they'll accept whatever praise, but they don't accept whatever shitting on they get.
I was just thinking, we made fun of the Imagine video. We didn't cross-reference what state they were in and if we were allowed to do it.
I've never met any of them.
That's tough.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll delete it from the channel.
I hope they accept our deepest apology.
Gal, I'm sorry.
After someone more famous who might take the bait and who people, I think most of the people
This is him not taking the bait, by the way.
You're not going to get me, Ben. He's right underneath a box being held up by a stick. And he's like, you're not going to get me, Ben.
I think when he talks about me, like, why does he care about Jeff Dye? Like, I'm not successful enough for them to get engaged. Does that make sense?
Right. I see what you're saying.
Either people like me or they've never heard of me or don't care. I'm not successful or relevant enough for them to hate. Does that make sense?
No one has to hate you. That's not the point of this.
I mean, I watched you on Howie Mandel, and I hated you pretty hard.
That was a hateable moment. But like, it doesn't. This is where they get confused. We heard Brian Callen do it last week, where he's like, "Oh, so I'm the worst guy in the world?" No, no one thinks that.
No,
I see exactly what you're saying. I wonder.
I'd have to be way more successful for people to go, yeah, take him down a peg. I'm not up. You can't take me down. There's no up to be taken down from.
I feel I am really rich and really cool and successful. Also,
I have a really great career. I have plenty of money and a big
I'm
house.
nowhere to be taken up, but I'm super rich and people are jealous of me.
Next, we have Getting Scary.
Okay, so I think this is where we start talking about his feelings about Ben Avery, and you'll hear the word "scary" brought up a lot of the next few clips.
Here's the thing, and I really mean this when I say it. It's like, let's have some fun. It's okay. Like, if everybody wants to like poke and fun and troll, like, I think that's fun. But I think that this Ben Avery thing has gotten to like a strange level of real rage and real anger, and I don't.
Interesting. That might have been a Freudian slip. He accidentally called him Ben Everything, which might represent the space he takes up in Jeff's mind. Ben Everything.
Yeah, he's gonna call him Ben Everywhere. Fuck.
Ben can't escape him.
Honest, not to sound like a bitch, but it is a little scary at this point where I'm seeing a lot of, you know.
I'm having a real problem with Ben under my bed.
And again, it's both sides of his mouth. Where a minute ago Ben was a loser, he's irrelevant in his life, but he's also terrifying.
Like,
I turn on the lights in my house and I go, Ben, it's not funny. Ben, if you're here, come out.
The house creaks. He's like, I can hear you up there.
He's got a bat.
It's gotten a little much, I think.
Yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing on Ben's part. That's who's embarrassed in all this.
Well, Ben enters.
Okay, it's about to. So people have been giving Ben shit, like I mentioned. It's
a tough look.
So they call him, and Tommy after says, "Hey, we can get Ben on." And they say, "You keep talking about Ben. We know Ben. We can probably get him on. We can call him if you want." And Jeff goes, "Yeah, go ahead, no problem." His camera's not set up, like he's having technical issues, and it's interesting. Maybe that's why it didn't bother me. I didn't even notice. So I thought it was fine. But people have been giving him shit, being like, "Oh, he's a producer. He can't get his camera working. Maybe he was just scared of Jeff, whatever." I didn't take it that way, and I actually thought Ben had some decent responses. It's not the showdown we were hoping for, I don't think. Like, if you're interested in this stuff, you expect fireworks, and it wasn't really that. But I didn't think Ben did a terrible job. There was some stuff I was expecting him to be harsher on. Because I've listened to Ben talk about Jeff, and I thought he would have more bullets in the chamber to go at him with, and he didn't really. So maybe that's why people are disappointed. But I did think he made a few good points with Jeff.
First of all, Jeff, I gotta say, really funny. Like, I was giving my kids a bath, and I was at the grocery store giving my kids a bath, and this is like the funniest you've been in a very long time.
You were at the grocery store giving your kids a bath? What the fuck you?
No.
It's just a slip of the tongue, and he's like, "I got you."
What he's doing.
But here's the thing: I saw people giving Ben shit for this. They're like, "Was he at the grocery store? Was he giving his kids a bath?" I'm like, I don't know. Maybe there's a bit I'm missing, but I think he just fucked up. Like, it was a slip of the tongue.
Yeah, but you can't be like, fucking loser.
Giving your kids a bath at the grocery store? Yeah, where's the bath section in the grocery store? Pervert.
Then I don't know why you're so. First of all, you have a weird fixation with me. You're very aggressive, and so I need you to like find that Christian, soul deep within you and maybe, find some sort of, I'm trying to talk to you here, Jeff.
Okay.
I'm just a guy. I'm just trying to talk to you, man.
All right, I'm gonna go round one, Jeff.
You think so?
Yeah, you can't open with that. If after all that, you can't open that lame.
See, I thought it was funny because Jeff was so passionate about Ben. I think it's funny to be like, what are you so mad about, man? I thought it was kind of funny, but I get what you're saying. I do get why people were like, man, because he talks. There's clips where Ben is like yelling, like, "Have me on your fucking podcast, Jeff." And so it is tough to meet him with this energy. I do get that.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Dark and disturbing.
Oh, this is more. I think it's Jeff's being scared again. Is that Ben? It was just a house noise. All right.
Very dark and disturbing about you, Jeff. You're not willing to face anything or take any responsibility for anything. It's like it's a very desperate, weird thing. And I think you attacked me first. All I was doing was retweeting you. There's fan accounts of me that were tweeting at you, and you thought it was me, and you started attacking me. So then I come back
Ben,
at you.
You use this word attack a lot. Remember when you had Kurt Metzger on? You're like, he was attacking Steph Tolev. And
But I only watched 3 minutes of my allotted time.
Yeah, he must be only referencing the 30. He got a lot in that 30 minute.
Yeah.
He must pick pieces 3 minutes from different episodes.
You had 16 guests in that 30 minutes.
Fun Funches. Lemon Party to the rescue.
Jeff keeps saying he's seen like none of me.
Stop using the word attack.
He keeps saying none of me, and then you keep saying you've seen like nothing I've done, and you're like
I didn't
quoting.
say that.
You're quoting like a Bible thumper, like you have everything.
He said he's only seen 30 minutes of anything he's ever done. People just tweet at me about it. He did say that. And I was like, I never said that. I've never won. I can't imagine once saying that. You're very popular. I love all your work.
It seems.
Why? No, I've seen. Yeah, of course. I can't really avoid you. You've become so obsessed with me that there's like a whole page about.
It's kind of awesome. I mean, I'm actually kind of shocked because everywhere I go, people like they treat me so nice now because they hate your guts. It's so weird. I mean, literally, like comics, like everybody says, you're a faggot, you're a hack, you're a grifter, you're a fake Christian, you're grifting for tickets.
I think Ben,
this is a 10-8 round for Ben though.
This is what I mean. They're saying like, oh, Ben didn't go at him really. You just called him a fag and a hack and a grifter. He got some shots in here.
All this stuff,
and then you say that everybody is like, you say people like won't confront you about stuff, and then like when people confront you, like you run to the manager of the Comedy Store and like tattletailing people. It's kind of amazing.
I haven't done any of this. Also, like I think you're talking out of school because you're not at the Comedy Store. You did one terrible show in the Belly Room.
No, I've sold out 2 shows now, and I have a 3rd one coming up.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm very impressed.
You can't do that either. You can't do this. Oh, you're not a comic. You were at the Comedy Store once. The show was terrible. And then he responds to that. What you're saying, you brought it up, and he goes, "Oh no, actually, I've sold out 2 shows. I've got a 3rd one coming up." And going, "Ooh, pish posh. Excuse me, Mr. Fancy Comedy Man." It's like, no, you said he didn't do that.
That was a 10-8 round.
You see, people said Ben did a bad job. I didn't think. I'm also trying to get him on the podcast, so I'm not going to go in on too hard here. But no, I didn't think Ben did a bad job.
Next we have. Who started it? I mean, it was Ben, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, so I think Ben's argument is like he was retweeting just dumb stuff Jeff said, and that's where like Lemon Party fans and Ben Avery fans were goofing on Jeff. And so I think Ben is saying like, I didn't even really say anything about you. I let people see what you were saying, and you blocked me. And that's when talking about him really ramped up. But yeah, I think overall you're right. I guess Ben did start it.
Well, I think this is a situation where is it going to get nasty?
It was a big It was just a big misunderstanding. It was fun for me, Jeff. I don't care at all. It was fun. I thought you were attacking me.
I think this is where he lost a lot of people too.
Yeah,
to be like, yeah, I don't care. It's like, well, you've gone pretty hard at him. You can't now that you're talking to him be like, it's all good. I don't care. Like I said, he did get some shots in, but it's tough to be like, nah, I don't even care about this stuff. It's
Well,
like
considering also we watched a clip where he was basically like, I'm going to cover you till I die.
right. Yeah, but I think people were expecting him to go at Jeff more passionately.
And then I saw on Instagram Live, you were calling me a dickhead and nobody gives a fuck about me. And I was like, what? And then I went to your podcast. You're talking shit about all these comics and talking about like nobody tells jokes except for you. And like, you're this gunslinger or whatever. And I was like, what the hell?
I didn't say gunslinger. I'm the only person that tells jokes. Again, that's a little ridiculous.
You often make vague references to the fact that comics, like, you're one of the only guys that like tells it like it is.
You shit on comics all the time. Why would that bother you?
Because you're a faggot.
These aren't real answers.
Boy, Ben's really playing to get Craig's vote here. He needs a way to Craig's heart. We'll hear that again in a second. But also, I don't understand Jeff's argument. Like, oh, you make fun of comics. Shouldn't you like that I say I'm the only good comic? And I think Ben's point is like, well, I make fun of comics that do that. That do douchey things like you. Like Ben was on with Lewis last week. And he seemed to have a good time, and it was fun and funny. And I think because Lewis is like a regular person, like Lewis is a semblance of reality. He doesn't think of himself in the way that Jeff does. He doesn't come across as a phony the way Jeff does. And that's what that's what has people's radars up with Jeff, where they're like, there's something off about this guy. Something I don't trust. I don't like. It doesn't seem authentic.
Next we have Jeff's beef.
All right.
Hit the wrong button.
What is Jeff's beef? Let's find out.
Yep.
You're not.
How are you gonna act how are you gonna act when you meet up at the Comedy Store? How are you guys gonna act with each
How many times
other?
have I said on this episode that I have no beef with Ben?
Right.
But then
know who Ben is.
then you make fun of me. You say very mean things about me.
I'm only aware of Ben for the last few months when he's okay, and then maybe it's not his YouTube account, but if you type in Ben Avery and Jeff Dye, there's countless hours of where I can easily click and watch him saying,
I don't ever once, but I do. I search that and count how many videos there are, but I don't watch them.
I only have 30 minutes.
very unhinged things about me personally. Now,
some of those things I said, I wasn't in character.
Any grown adult would watch that and either have A, hard feelings, or B, be like, this is unusual. And what I tried.
That is fair.
What's that?
Being like, this is a little weird.
Oh, yeah. No, there are some things. And I saw people mad. Like, people were commenting like, oh, Ben let Jeff come off as human. It's like, well, he's a human. They're like, oh, Ben humanized Jeff Dye. It's like, well, he's a human being. Like, I do get certain things that Jeff says where it's uncomfortable. You're like, oh, why does this guy hate me so much? I get that. But then you just kind of have to live with it. Like, you're not going to change his mind. He's not going to change yours. It's just something you deal with. You can talk about certain points. I think that's why people are upset with Ben. I think they wish he brought up more specific points that he has of why Jeff's a complete phony. Like, instead of just calling him a grifter, say why. Like, they didn't really actually talk about a lot of the actual issues that Ben has with Jeff.
To deal with it originally was I tried to go, well, I'm just not going to give this anything. I'm not going to watch it. I'll try to not read the comments. But Ben has a lot of fans, the Lemon Party people. And so it became inescapable, right? It became inescapable. It's all at this point, most of the people that watch my podcast are there to just goof on me or talk shit and whatever. This is the space. But in the last few weeks, it has seemed very, very personal, and it scared me in a bit, if I'm honest. I have no beef.
But
every time he closes his medicine cabinet mirror, he goes, because he thinks Ben's going to be behind him.
He calls a friend over to look under his bed for him. Just let me know if Ben Avery's under there. If not, I'll go to bed.
I know I'm missing socks. Ben's up to something.
Ben Avery. There has to be a relationship to have a beef. Now, I am a sober guy, and I am probably, I don't know how old Ben is. I'm old. I'm 43 years old. I've been doing comedy a long time. He finds me to be boring. He finds me to be a hack. He finds me to, whatever these things are.
Well, I think you might be closeted. Also, I think you might be a closeted guy.
Oh, see, I know, you see,
maybe
these are all these. You're starting things up again. I mean, then we were just getting somewhere.
Whatever
I like this Tommy After. I can't tell if Tommy Afters is doing a character or he's genuinely just a sweet boy, but I like him.
I think it's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
It's on his side, and I
Right.
don't know what
Okay.
you'd like me to do, but I'm here to chat. Sorry if when I make jokes about your cane that seems to bother you.
No,
I
it
don't know
actually,
why.
no, it's yeah. I mean, it's very cruel.
Yeah, like I think people thought Ben took like the easy way out. Like, oh, he was saying Jeff was being mean. He was fucking around. He was pointing out that the venom that Jeff fires back at Ben with, that's all any of this is. Jeff's not above it either. You know? So like if someone's doing something that you don't like, that's what you fire at them. So this idea that, oh, it's hateful. Why do you have so much hate in your heart? Well, you do it too when you don't like the person.
Yeah, he seems like not into it.
Who, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they just like caught him off guard because, like I said, they call him and just say like, "Hey, we have Jeff on. You want to come on?" And he's like, "Oh, okay." So I don't know if he was just not prepared or what the deal is. I talked to him about coming on. I hope he is able to, and I'd like to ask him about this stuff because I'm curious. He didn't go as hard as certainly a lot of people were expecting.
Next, we have Not For You.
Yeah, so this is kind of what we talk about. We're like, if I'm not for you, why are you watching? I think is Jeff's overall point here.
You seem very angry sometimes. I don't know if that's a character maybe on your podcast you're playing where you get angry about like culture issues and stuff.
That's more of a pro wrestling like shtick about subjects. I'm not really that angry.
Nice. Okay, that clears up a lot for me actually.
Well, and also like, you think it's boring and not funny, but like there's obviously some boomers from Fox News and Gutfeld fans who like what I'm doing, so it's for them.
Right.
It'd be like when
That's
my
fair.
friends go, "Man, Frozen sucked." You're like, "Frozen wasn't for you. It's for little kids."
And that I agree. I don't know why his friends are bashing Frozen so much, but
Great movie, actually.
I totally get his point, and I say that all the time. But the difference is, I say that when people are just like, "Oh, every week this show sucks," and it's like, well, yeah, it's not for you, obviously. Why are you watching? But if they say something funny about why the show sucks, that's a different thing. It's a different art form. They're playing a different game. They're enjoying watching how much it sucks. And they're making content out of that, making fun of it. Like what Ben does is make content by making fun of Jeff. It's not just Ben going like, fuck Jeff Dye, man. Like there's more to it than that.
Ben, you're probably a little more hip, and you're into you get it in a way that I don't get it. So you should watch, all the things you like. But
You guys are from different eras.
To find something that isn't for you.
Oh, is Ben? I assumed Ben was like in his 30s. Is he younger?
Apparently.
I assumed he was around my age, which would make him like 10 years younger than Jeff. It's not that much of a difference. Like the idea that Jeff doesn't understand the internet. He's the same age as every comedian that's big right now. He's like, I'm an old man. I don't understand these ways of you kids on YouTube. He's not that. He's like 43. He's not that old.
He's 10 years older than him.
Right. Yeah. So it's not that big an age gap. They both, when they were born, the internet was not as big as it is now. It's not.
June 25th, 1992. So Ben's got a birthday coming up.
Oh, happy birthday, Ben. Yeah, so Ben's my age, basically. He was not born with an iPad.
No.
And then pick it apart just seems like a strange choice.
Yeah. Well, I think
I legitimately
just keep going. This is so boring. This is so boring. It's like, just let me be boring. Who cares?
That's interesting. I didn't know you wanted a boring podcast. That's interesting to me. That's an interesting choice.
Like I do think Ben was funny in this, but like, yeah, I get what Jeff is trying to say. Let me be boring. He is letting you be boring. He's not stopping you from doing your podcast, like you said, Ben's done hours and hours on you. You've managed to only watch 30 minutes, so it's not a relevant thing in your life. The reality is, and Jeff will say it eventually, but like it just makes him feel bad. And he's like, I wish you liked me. The reality of this is, I wish you didn't think I sucked, you know?
I wish Ben was a woman because then we could get Jeff's real feelings about this.
Yeah, that's true. He is much harder on Howie Mandel's daughter and Sarah Hyland from Modern Family than he is on Ben Avery.
Just for asking a question about something that happened publicly.
Yeah, right.
He's like, fuck you.
Oh, so you're one of those cunts, huh? Jesus Christ.
We're at our last clip.
Oh, wow, yeah. I guess now, like, replaying them, I guess I was expecting more fireworks. Like, I thought Ben was funny. I think that's why I'm giving him more. I'm like, I didn't think he did bad as other people think, because I do think he came off very funny. But I guess if you're looking for him to, you know, go point by point why he hates Jeff Dye, he didn't do that.
No, basically what happened is Jeff's making points, good or bad.
Yeah.
Whether you think about how he feels on the subject, and Ben's like, oh, I didn't know that. Like that.
I also think there's something to, like, I interviewed Tom Myers. We made fun of Tom Myers a lot. And when I talked to him, I was like, you know, he's a person. He's putting up with my questions of him. Like, I saw him in a different light, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it does change the way you talk to someone about. I do think when you say some of the stuff that Ben did, you do have to be a little firmer on some of the points you were making. Especially because he is, like, mocking Jeff still and making fun of him here. You know, it's not like he's totally like, shit, I never saw it that way, you know?
Yeah, I know, but like his response can't be like, oh, I didn't know you wanted a boring show. That is funny, but
yeah,
I feel like all the buildup, there was a lot of buildup to nothing confrontation.
A little bit, yeah. But this is this is the last clip, right?
Yeah. It's a long one, but
so this is where, so Jeff has me here. And this is what I thought Ben's best point was, because Jeff has me where I'm like, oh, I really like this response. And then Ben reminds you of something.
Yeah.
So at first I thought it was a good response by Jeff, and I thought it was a real human moment. And then you'll see where that, I think, changes.
Here's what I'll say. And this is not going to make me look great or anything. I understand. I'm aware. Ben, I have taken a lot of the things that you said about me very personal. And you have hurt my feelings, and you have, sorry if that makes me sound like a pussy or a bitch. I don't really appreciate it. You've made my life a lot of difficult when it comes to my mental wellness.
A lot
Not
of difficult.
Like,
is he Charlie from It's Always Sunny?
So do.
But that was all improv, by the way. I found out that scene.
That's fun. Yeah. So this is a real moment where I'm like, oh, good for you, Jeff. Because this is what I want all these people to do. All the people that get made fun of on the internet. I wish they would just be honest and be like, it hurts my feelings. I wish you didn't do that.
Yeah.
So I was glad Jeff was doing that. And then Ben reminded me of something where even when you hear Jeff go, oh, this isn't going to make me look great, I think it's a little more calculated. I don't think it's him being as vulnerable as he wants us to believe. But if I'm being consistent.
Well, he did ask for forgiveness before Sage Steele's show when he was at church.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But if I'm being consistent here, this is all I ever ask of people is be like, don't just say your feelings are hurt. Say you wish Ben didn't make fun of you, which is exactly what Jeff's doing. So I give him credit for that. And this is where I think a lot of other people said, oh, Ben let him be humanized. It's like, well, if he's a human, he's a human. This is like a real moment, and I appreciate him saying that.
I did as much as I could to try to ignore it. And then I got to a point where I had to address it.
Hey, Jeff, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
You do this thing where you say very inflammatory things about people. And if anybody ever has anything to say about you, you start like acting like a victim. And that's
that was Ben's best point of the entire thing.
Yeah, it should have been that the whole time. Those kind of things.
By far, that was the best point Ben made. And he's right. And when I heard that, it like snapped me back into like, oh yeah, he does this. Like with Rick Glassman, where he's like, fucking Rick Glassman. I don't find him funny. He makes me uncomfortable. And then Rick Glassman's like, okay, I guess I'm done with this guy. Rick Glassman didn't do anything, by the way. He just doesn't text Jeff back. And Jeff's like, why is he mad at me? Why? Why would he do this? Like, and he did it. We watched him do it with both Kristen Cavallari and Howie Mandel's daughter within the same conversation. Where it's like, you did this to me. You brought this up, and now he becomes a victim, even though he's slamming two people at the same. He's trashing Kristen Cavallari, calling her a bitch, and then saying Howie Mandel's daughter's a piece of shit. He's like, why are you all attacking me? No, you did this. So I'm glad Ben brought that up. You're right. I think people wanted more of that throughout the entire thing, of Ben kind of countering a lot of his points.
Yeah.
Amateur things about people.
So what? So you're the good guy for creating like 9 million hours of saying crazy things about
I've
me?
only seen 30 minutes.
It doesn't mean he's the good guy.
No.
It just means he's pointing out your douchebaggery.
Hating it completely. I mean, I do like a 7-hour stream like once a week, and like sometimes I talk about you for like an hour.
You talk about
I do it every week.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just saying, like, so you see it as like you're taking down this right-wing bully.
No, I mean, why don't you answer? Why don't you answer for that? The fact that you didn't take responsibility for stuff. You talk shit.
I always do try to take responsibility for it, and then you're because again, I've watched what you've said about me.
What about Stephen A. Smith's mental?
He does this thing where
you were
takes
tweeting
it
at
back.
celebrities saying they sucked, and like
There's another great point. And kind of similar to what I was saying earlier about like politicians, Stephen A. Smith's a better example, because Craig was like, oh, at least you're criticizing the government. Stephen A. Smith's just a guy. He's an entertainer. He's a guy on ESPN that has takes about LeBron, and he's a terrific soap opera actor. But
yeah,
and hopefully our next president. Is he still running?
He's getting into the political sphere. He's like on all these shows now. I'm like, wow.
Good. That's important. But for now, he's just a fucking sports commentator. And Jeff takes shots at him on Twitter. It's the same thing. And we talk about this with Brendan Schaub, where Brendan Schaub is like, oh my God, these people, why would you waste your time hating me? Why is there all this hate on the internet? And then you bring up a picture of Amy Schumer and he starts oinking and rolling around in the mud. So you guys do it too. It just hurts more when it's you, which is understandable. But be honest about what that is. Don't talk about it like it's this thing, this vile thing. Like, we all talk shit about people, particularly famous people when it comes to podcasts. You're a famous guy, Jeff. So that's going to come with people being like, I don't care for what he did here.
You know?
Well, we all tweeted.
You met Stephen A. Smith 3 days ago. Not a nice guy. And you like tagged him. You wanted him to see it.
By the way, very Trumpian.
Mm-hmm.
Met Stephen A. Smith. Not a nice guy. Not a nice guy. It's such a hilarious. There's no commentary. There's no joke. He just tweeted out, and I don't know if Ben's quoting him directly, but if that's true, it's great to just be like, I met Stephen A. Smith. Not nice.
It'd been great if you called him Stephen, not A-OK Smith.
Craig wanted to say Stephen N. Smith.
Seems to have a problem with that. He wasn't very approachable. I don't see how that's the same thing. I think if I put 40 hours of content about how Stephen Smith was grabbing people's asses,
and then
I saw a screenshot, I can't.
You're allowed to tweet about it, but in podcast, I like when people have their rules where it's like, well, that was on Twitter. You do a podcast. That's where the line is, obviously.
I like how you call him Stephen Smith.
Stevie.
Said you want to fuck a celebrity, and he's got a weird dick. I think there's a big difference between the two things you're comparing for someone who accuses people of making straw man arguments all the time. So I don't really get what your point is.
I'm not inventing straw man. I'm literally like, I'm looking at the guy I'm using an example of. I don't think
you have a great point. Straw man argument. You're you. I'm talking to you.
We are speaking.
Have you never existed, Jeff?
What I'm saying is that I'm not playing a victim. I've done nothing to you. I don't know you, and you've made my life you've made it very uncomfortable, and I'm dealing with it the best of what I can. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk to you or if I'm supposed to ignore you. I don't know what the wise move is on my career.
This is again that moment I appreciate Jeff. This is honest.
Yeah.
I like him just say like, I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to avoid you and never talk about it? And then people call me a pussy and then it doesn't stop? Or do I confront you and then people say I lost? I get that mental gymnastics he's going through. And that's just him being honest. And this is a moment where I'm like, okay, good for you, Jeff. This seems real to me.
the loop on what's cool on the internet. But my point is, I want you to know that I have no hard feelings and continue to do whatever you'd like to do. I again, bro.
I wish they had the ability to flash forward to before Ben came on the show. I have no hard feelings. Flash forward to-
Oh, Ben Avery, big bad Ben Avery.
I don't know where this started or why it's so venomous, but it's a little scary, and that's it. That's all I have to say about it.
I mean, there's nothing to be scared.
What?
I don't want you to panic. Ben Avery's right behind you. I'm very scared of you. Hold on, go back. I think Ben has a funny response though.
I did go back a little bit.
That's it. That's all I have to say about it.
I mean, there's nothing to be scared of, Jeff. There's
There you
literally
go.
no reason to be scared.
Don't
Like
be
I said, like
scared.
I want to hang out. Let's like literally hang out. Like let's hang.
I'm getting.
I think that's funny to be like, nah, don't be scared of me, man. It's all cool.
That right there is why people are like, "What are you doing?"
The bit where he's like, let's hang out sometime, man. Don't be scared of me. I think he's playing into the I'm scared of you thing. But yeah, I guess that's what people are saying, where it's like he literally asked the guy to hang out. But I don't know. I didn't think Ben did a terrible job, especially for being called right before he hopped on. Like he wasn't really prepared for this.
I'm definitely calling this episode "Big Bad Ben Avery."
Ben peering over Warthog's wall there.
You just see two eyes glow on the flashlight,
haunting me.
We got some super chats.
Well, let's read them then.
Filet Fish, member 4 months. Happy Mother's Day. Fuck the hecklers.
Happy Mother's Day, buddy.
Don Fried Chicken, $1.99. He looks like Scorch's Australian son. All right, this was a while ago.
Oh, Jason Ellis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comedy podcast.
All right, we're playing douche addressing. Up next, we're gonna spin the wheel of meat.
Comedy podcast clips, $5. This Ellis segment is appropriate coming off the Akaash segment. RE things can fall fast.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, right. Yeah, Jason Ellis was a successful guy, Akash. Stop buying your wife so much jewelry. It could fade away.
This is going to be you paying for a house you don't live in, asking people for money.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun here today. But if you strip back our commentary, it's dark pretty quick.
Yeah.
There's a lot of darkness on today's program.
Beef Drippins, member for 2 months.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
It is wild to think that I get more viewers than Ellis. Also, Mike, you're a fruit.
That's very hurtful. Why are you harassing me? Now I'm scared of Beef Drippins.
He has to type it out because if he tries to talk, no one can hear him.
You're a fruit. Fruit is a great insult. I'm sure it was hacked for a time, but I think it's back now. It's a funny one.
Fruit's a great word.
You're a fruit.
Brando, $2. Incredibly brutal. Please leave Aussie Craig alone.
All right, it's soup month.
8 months early. We got roast.
Saying that. You keep saying 8 months early. What does that mean?
Because it's like fucking not soup season.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a soup month, and you're like, I'm getting ahead of this.
I figure, when it's cold out is probably the best time.
Gotcha.
Labyrinth Mystic, $2. Because I'm famous and you're jealous is Stuttering John territory.
It's there's a rule book to finding a lol cow because a lot of these guys have a lot of the same personality traits. Like if you notice one form of ego, keep looking because the other trademarks might be there.
Comedy podcast clips, $5. Attacking a blind guy is just the type of bump Ellis could sue right now.
Frankly, I'm willing to be the victim of that for Jason. I don't like him seeing where he's at. Jason, if you got to attack me, Jason brings a lawsuit on me for making fun of him.
That would be great. Colostomy Stephen Craig.
It's my right to publicity. They're playing me clips.
I graduated from NYU. Awesome Stephen Craig, $4.99. I told Craig my dog passed away, and he kicked me in the shin and yelled "liar."
Wow. Yeah, he takes that very seriously. He doesn't. Craig doesn't believe anyone's ever died.
Just asking what the law was.
He drives by funeral homes and he's like, "Oh, another hoax factory."
Bet it's empty inside, like those daycares in Minneapolis. And A, we're listening here. £5. I'm late to the stream, lads. Is Craig still boycotting the Michael Jackson biopic because it left out, in his words, the sexy stuff?
There's a point in the Woody Allen documentary where they're describing the sexual acts that Dylan Farrow accuses Woody of, and I was just so uncomfortable. I was like, I don't know if I can watch this anymore. Meanwhile, Craig was masturbating furiously.
Oh God!
So he's like, now it's getting good. I didn't care about this other stuff.
That's not right.
Sexy stuff.
Oh, that's a funny comment. There we have it.
Well, then you can all tend to your mothers now, finally, huh?
Go hang out with them.
Go see your parents. All right, now you're free. Go see your parents.
Happy Mother's Day, DJ Electra.
Oh, yes. Does she say that? Is that information we're supposed to say?
That she's a mom?
Yeah.
I
We don't know her business.
I believe that's out there.
All right. Well, happy Mother's Day, DJ Electra. The mother of this show.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And to all you moms out there, according to YouTube, there's 2% of you potentially listening. If you look at the analytics, it's like 98% men. It's like that can't be. How is that possible? But yes, to all of you moms out there, you people with moms, happy Mother's Day. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to Casey Day and Electra for helping the show out as they always do. Go support them, heckridestudios.com. I don't know their schedule this week, but I'm sure they'll be unboxing Eric at some point for you Howard Stern fans.
No show today, I was told. I do know
That's
that.
it, but at some point this week.
Yeah.
You know what? Go subscribe at Heckride on YouTube, and then you'll know when they're live. How about that?
That's right.
Oh, and if you really want to help Heckride out, go watch Very Good Chow. He's like, Mike, I got a lot riding on this. I need this Very Good Chow to go to the top.
That's right.
So go support Very Good Chow. What are the Very Good Chow fans called? Do they have a name?
The Chowder heads? I don't fucking know.
Keep working on it.
Yeah. VGB was so much better.
Yeah. And go to blindmike.net to support this program. We appreciate you guys doing that. Become a member. You get bonus episodes and early access to episodes. So Patreon, YouTube, or just support the show for free wherever you get podcasts. Thank you guys, and we will see you later.
And we have a mean transition.
Hey, it's Boogie.
Step us through the way, everyone else.
Now, this is very interesting. Now, really, ladies, if you're listening, and men, and everybody in between.
If I tell you you've got a homicide, buddy, you've got a homicide.
I hope to hear from you soon. I am proud to own the Trumpy Bear, and I will always be proud to be an American.
Put it in the outro.
Until then, have yourself a great day, and as always,
There's no cum on my mic.
rock on.
Stop the baloney, huh? What kind of statement is that?
I wrote it.
One of my favorite players to cover when he was here was Mike Vrabel. Tell me Mike Vrabel's story.
Whatever, dude. I keep it cool at the gym. Piss on it.
Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you, Mike. All right. Stop, my belly hurts.
My dad was in the military.
Can you please kindly F off, please? If a person is on a bridge threatening to jump, how do we know that he wants help?
Okay, I hope nothing bad happens.
Money, 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 money. Fuck, please.
Anyway, God bless America.
intro.